Hello, my green skins. Welcome to another Orc War Chief Reviews Throwback Thursday. We have a review today, we have some gaming today, and we have some fun, and we have some new Guardians to look at today, boys. We are part of a retro community. Please support the retro community. The links are in the description. If people want to join those guys and have a little fun and enjoy the fun that they do, they're all in there. If you want to support the channel, we do have a Patreon. You also will find that in the link in the description. And we do have a store that sells shirts here that we like to support. It's a Dream of House Hippo. This is a shirt store that has the Dream of House Hippo. Support your local Dice Goblin. And there'll be many, many more shirts that are going to be going on with that. And Little Miss Sammy Manu, the mascot to the channel, our little friend here, she is in attack mode. She's activated the attack mode. You can see it in the eyes. Literally, my dumbass was looking at my phone. It's like, because I brought some coffee. I brought some of my coffee over to a friend of mine's house. So
what you're telling me, Chief, is the cat is tapped in the combat phase.
Yeah, the cat is activated attack mode. Yep. So today we got one voice here, Bob the Marauder, one of the Bushwhackers, and Heroic Nico, the kitty cat, our second one. Hello. Got a Wolfpack on another tab, so I'll be joining you later. Okay. Hey man, no problem. Tell Wolfpack I said hi. If he wants to raid us after, I'd appreciate that. All right, so let's look at the new Guardians today. We are looking at Gang Wars, the new Guardian episode here.
Oh, already? Oh, damn.
Alrighty, so we are looking at the new Guardians, boys, and we are looking at Gang Wars. This is an interesting thing of the new Guardians, by the way. This is Afterburn. This is a interesting thing that happens. Basically, Ram, the Japanese humanoid computer with a transcendent body, with silicon chips. Gloss, the Chinese bombshell. I love how they call her the Chinese bombshell with the power of the earth beneath us. And Floral, the bizarre felon from another dimension. Yeah, who ends up, I think, becoming a villain in later comics.
Did they at least detox him from his last interaction with Snowflame?
I don't know if they detoxed him. So basically, because they're in LA, well, what do you think happens at LA? They're getting tours now. Hey, look, it's a bunch of superheroes. And now one of the superheroes has decided to do a thing. And now we have it. No AIDS clinic. Keep our country AIDS free. Here we go. We get the fun protesters have been in their opposition to the country general recently conversation of the AIDS clinics. So here we go, boys. We're getting the fun that is the interesting shit of, like, you know, the tropical shit that happens.
Bro.
Yeah. And you know what's great? Guess who showed up? Guess who showed up to an AIDS seminar? This is an AIDS support group.
That's what I'm looking at, but the part that's catching me is the fire-haired woman's outfit. Like, girl, what are you wearing? I think it's just a coloration. Like, if it had matching colors, it wouldn't be as jarring. But it's just like, you got a shade of, like, pink, you know, hot pink here, you got a little purple there, you got blue, you got green, you got another shade of hot pink. It's like, damn, girl, pick a fucking color. You got orange.
My bad. I didn't realize that wasn't on. You guys, I looked over. Went, oh, that's still okay. I fixed it now. It's fixed.
Yeah,
my bad.
I just have an issue with our ensemble because it's like, girl, color code, please. Excuse me. Oh fuck! I'm allergic to non-color coded outfits. You look like you raided the back of a fucking Barnes and Nobles and came out the other end of a Goodwill.
I don't understand, Expando. There are 3 of us dressed in controversy to ensure the void of making a scene. Get our heads out of the clouds and look around. They're there. Keep our no AIDS clinic here. Like, keep our country free. Now, I never saw the keep our country free or people with AIDS go home. Never saw that back in the day. Keeping clinics, AIDS clinics, because it was tied to narcotics back in the day. That I remember seeing. So I don't know what protest these guys saw.
Are they trying to, like, what, quarantine, like, people who possess the AIDS strain or virus or whatnot? Is like try to quarantine them back at their own homes?
Remember the magical thing that happened for 4 years?
2020, the year of 20.
Yeah, the year of 20. This is basically what this is.
Yeah, I was honestly drawing lines together, and instead of an AIDS clinic, it was another word that started with an A, clinic.
But buddy, like you guys understand, there's a reason they picked the New Guardians. I saw the parallels when I was fucking around with comics back. Like, I was looking around comics back, like, and I have a friend of mine who has some of these has these comics. And me and him were hanging out and we're talking. We're going through his old comic collection and we're playing pool, and I'm fucking sitting there reading comics while he's making his shots and shit. Or like we were playing chess and we're just kind of looking at comics at the time. And I picked these up and I started looking through them and I went, oh my God, wow. You know, I remember this era.
Yeah. It's interesting how history comes maybe not complete full circle, but you start seeing cycles. Hell, this isn't starting to become a circle. It's starting to look like a DNA helix.
Oh, I told you guys constantly, boys and girls. I will say it once and I will say it again with the New Guard. With most things in society, we don't learn from it. History will fucking repeat itself, and it gets really fucking stupid, and it just gets worse every time we repeat ourselves. Like good example of this is like wars and shit. Certain wars will happen over and over and over again, or we will be fighting for the same rights over and over and over again. And it's like, wait, we didn't learn that lesson the first fucking 5 times? Or people will just use that as an excuse to say, well, we're still suffering because we suffered back then. This has been a constant thing in our society. It is so fucking wild.
It also starts with either being too vague or outright erasing certain things. Yeah. Like in the school system, I remember they always made certain things sound a certain way, and then I looked into the real history of it, like actual military documents, looking at how the conflicts came to be and how they were resolved. And when I was young, I realized, oh shit, World War II is just 2 socialist countries having a piss fit. Yep,
it happened over and over and over again. You'd be surprised. Like I said, when that shift happens, and when that detrimental shift happens, you either have one of 2 things happen. It either goes one way it either changes to a more neutral state, or it can go completely in the other direction, or it could go even worse.
So to give you an example of that, there's actually a thing that's actually documented in a children's book. If you remember, Dr. Seuss made a book called The Butter Battles, and that entire thing shows exactly what you're talking about through a hyper-agitated system.
Yeah, by the way, this guy has legendary hair. For a doctor, that guy has some legendary hair. Like, fucking, like...
Hold up, I gotta...
Yeah, legendary
I have
hair.
The comic pulled up, but I gotta scroll down.
Yeah, we're right at the doctor who's talking to Tina. Keep your voice down, Tina.
Keep your voice down, Tina.
He has the Guile haircut from Street Fighter.
Yeah. It's like yeah. These are Wadana.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. The thing is, I didn't think that guy was a doctor because of the lighting. I just scrolled past it, actually looking for someone else, but I was like, oh damn, you ain't kidding. That really is like a Guile hair.
Yep.
But unlike Guile, this man has eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't shave them off.
There was Wanda. She was a drugs. They literally have people who are like former drug addicts and people who did certain stuff, and that's what this is. I'll be amazed quickly on your conditions will improve. Outer space, I spent decades in outer space. Just such a microbiotic diet. A lot of good it did me. Outer space. She's such a jester. Like, I love how he's trying to hide it. It's like,
yeah. Sorry, what's her name's ensemble is still like girl.
I know,
girl.
I know, but it's funny to see superheroes. Hello, Western Body. Welcome. It's crazy. These are fucking superheroes who are going to
an AIDS anonymous convention or whatever the hell.
So now we have a street gang of kids that are,
rather ripped kids, mind you. Like, geez, man.
Yeah. Don't know, man. Even a slick senator is right. Even if the 3 of these new Guardians are out there today, that still leaves another 3 freaks, superheroes in the hotel. So at least we have them outnumbered. What's your problem, Marco? Maybe they didn't hear how much blow the man from Colombia was laying on us on the gig. So these street kids are preparing.
That's Mako. I mean, Shark.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so this street gang's getting ready to get wild and crazy because they stole the Colombian man's cocaine.
Wait, Chief, are we gonna hear a little da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da? Are they gonna use silencers?
Don't know how. Yeah, Mr. Columbia. So you got the kilo outside. So now they're like opening it up. It's like, hey, we also got some stuff here. Let's go Rambo. So they are now. So a bunch of street kids. Which, by the way, look at these kids. I mean, is it okay? Can anybody else think that this street gang looks absolutely hysterical? Like, I know they weren't going to.
Warriors, come out and play.
These are over the top. Like even their face. Look at this guy's face right here. That's supposed to be a kid, man. That's supposed to be.
Are you talking about the guy who's putting his hand out for the brick of coke?
Yeah.
The 40-year-old man right there.
Like clearly a secret police.
Yeah, big old ears.
Yeah. So basically.
These don't look like kids.
Yeah. So basically, these guys are like, oh, they mess with our coke. Okay, we're gonna get you going, boys. We're gonna get you let Rambo. So yeah.
Is it just me, or do I imagine these kids having the same accent and cadence as the lollipop kids from Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. So these guys are pissed.
Hey, what you want, Gramps?
Yeah, so they're pissed off. Yeah, so now they're pissed at the guy who sent them on the job. Yeah, so now they're mad, so they throw his ass out. And we got her wearing her badass bathing suit. Like, goddamn. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
Step aside, Rogue.
Yeah. They draw women really good. Like I will say, when they do decide that when some of the artists take off, man, damn,
I love how Mr. Plant Man is just sitting on a cactus. He has his throne right there.
Yeah. So basically, she's had enough because in her mind, it's like, okay, these guys were hardcore addicts. In her mind, she's like, what the fuck? And so now
talking about the blonde one.
Yeah, the blonde one is now freaked out, and now she's leaving. I can't endure any more of this, and she flies away. Because I'm getting the assumption that, like, I mean, they're going through how this stuff hits you.
Yeah.
And like to a super, I mean, that would suck to a super.
I just have to say that the image frame right there with him with his arm outreach, he could be trying to catch her and tell her no, stop. But in the angle, it looks like he pushed her out the window.
It does look like he pushed her out the window.
So I wish I was still in.
And as you can see, the news reporter, why viewers, why the 3 new Guardians are breaking out of the AIDS wing of the hospital. Stay tuned for further developments.
Yep. Oh, wait. Did they bring AIDS here? I could see them saying that, but that's just me. But here she's flying around. She's freaking out because in her mind, it's like, God, man. And now they're starting to, feel the power, man, of like their thing. Now, here's where we get depends. So we have our little ghetto group guys here, like.
That is a 40-year-old man.
A 40-year-old man.
That is a 40-year-old man with a kid. It's just like I can't unsee it.
I know.
How do they think that's a kid?
Yeah. Again, some of these drawings, like Harbinger right here, that's an awesome image. Like they can draw characters good. It's just like you get this fucking thing right here, where it's a 40-year-old man. And right here, it's
okay, Chief, correct me if I'm wrong. That store guy, and then that 40-year-old man, if you just swap the characters, it would suit the kid gangster better, because you get the mustache off and maybe take away some of the wrinkles on the blonde store guy. It would look like a kid.
Yeah. Oh, you wait till we get to Africa. Oh
no.
Oh no. I don't. Okay, YouTube. I am looking at an old comic from the 80s. Do not blame
Holy shit. Holy shit.
What?
I scrolled down.
Oh yes, the space alien. Oh, okay. You know what, Bob? You got other issues. Oh, 1 second. You got other issues, right? Hold on. My bad.
Other issues? What are you trying to imply?
You have other issues right now, right? I want you to go to issue, I think, 7 or 8, I believe, is when they, and just scroll through that for a couple seconds, because I think. Wait, let me look. I'm just gonna open a new file. I'll just put this right here. And we'll do that. Look at that issue, okay? I don't want to. Oh, fuck off! Scan your.
Okay, I'll look at number 7.
Yeah, I think it's either 7 or 8. You'll know when you see it. They'll be in chains. That'll be the issue. Okay. And you'll scroll it. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna let him have some fun while we're waiting. I think it's that issue. My brain can't find. Found what? What did he find? Oh, okay. Starfleet found our stream. Well, welcome, man, to our stream. I think it's that issue. We're giving him a couple seconds.
I'm not seeing at 7, so I'll check 8.
Yeah, it's one of the issues. I just can't remember what issue it is. You'll know if everyone's in chains. Like they'll show the comic thing will start for them in chains.
The cover.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't have it out right now.
Yeah, gotta give my device a second to load up. Okay. Yep, there's the chains.
Okay, scroll down. I think that's the right one.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
You saw it. Okay, he saw it. Okay, anyway. All right, we'll get to it. We'll get to when we get to it.
Oh, my Lord.
Get back to issue 3.
Yeah. Aye, Chief. Woohoo!
Yep. No, like I said, they can do good art. It's just when they don't do good art, it's bad. And I like how Fluoro Man is sitting there in a fucking potted planter right now. Stir-fry vegetables. is a meat-oriented preservation. Stir-frying veg. So they're stir-frying veggies now to eat.
I might say ain't nothing wrong with some stir fry.
Yeah, but he's in the fucking stir-fry.
Oh.
He's in the stir-fry thing.
Well, hey, man, I gotta boot it up, alright? My device takes time. I'm getting back to number 3. Okay, there's him petting the Chia Pet patch.
That's him in the fucking... he's in the platter, man. They made stir-fry, and he jumped into the...
No. Mr. Groot, that is not a planter. That was our dinner.
I know.
Motherfucker looks like some Chia Pet from Little Toy Shop of Horrors.
Yeah. Now here comes the street gang guys, and now they've stolen the bus.
A 40-year-old man. They really like drawing that 40-year-old guy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Motherfucker looks like the comic book version of Quagmire.
Look, they're all street kids. Like, they all have the street kid look to them. Like, they all look like one of them, like, Jesus. So they throw this guy out of the bus, and now they're smashing into the hotel to attack.
Well, it looks like Monkey D. Luffy with the frickin' hat and the whole outfit going on.
Yeah, you got Luffy in the distance. You got Mr. What? These are all kids, by the way. When you see their sizes, these are children. It's so insane. And they're starting to shoot and go nuts.
They militarize the Munchkins from Wizard of Oz. This is what happens.
Meanwhile, they're going through some emotional shit.
And the uncanny sunflower man.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically... Yeah. Okay. The three of us are in your debt. So now now these guys are getting attacked by a gang of street kids. Now again, these guys are like, okay, you got a cyborg man that you can't really shoot because he's like, so he's basically super powered and he's dealing some serious damage. Someone who can cause the entire earth to burn on people. And she's attacking kids in a violent way. And you got a fucking grass man who's now using a giant cactus. By the way.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Yeah.
Ow!
Yes.
Ouch.
Yes, there we go, boys. Giant cactus. This is the new Guardians, my friends. Our heroes. You know, doesn't use the trees to wrap these crazy gun 15-year-olds up. No, giant cactus, boys. Giant cactus.
Yeah, no. Let's lacerate them and, leave them with some needles whenever they get back to the prison.
Yeah.
Because, whenever you move a certain way and you're like, fuck, you still got one in you.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, dear Lord, I can see their faces now. They're so all young. Yeah.
Some of them don't exactly look young.
Yeah.
They got too many wrinkles to look like kids. I can understand like the fearful face on one of them, but that 40-year-old man
over here, we got Leonard Nimoy. I am Leonard Nimoy, and he's going to take a shot with a bazooka. So now the heroes have come back, and then there's actually a death toll because he's again 15-year-olds. They use 15-year-olds as a weapon.
Yeah, and against superheroes, that's the equivalent of throwing a baby into a pit of grizzly bears.
Yeah. Well, they were successful in destroying their home.
If you ask me, LA has not changed.
Yep. Instead of having supervillains do it, they have their own people do it.
And you can see that there's actually a rip of like someone accidentally tore this, which is kind of interesting. We got that from the PDF. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so now he's attacked the media. And now the new Guardians leave as they leave the world to travel to another area. Meanwhile, this guy is, I don't know who this guy is. I'm assuming he's some sort of agent that they have that's like the bad guys want to get rid of. And
I'm willing to bet that just for the sake of tragedy, I wonder if one of the gang members was actually this guy's kid or something.
I'm not saying anything, but I know a lot.
No, I'm saying like just to add to the tragedy is like this could happen to anybody, kind of thing.
No, dude, you're making it sound like this comic actually has an idea.
You gotta remember. He's hoping for the future.
Don't make logic of the illogical. But still, I mean, it would be a neat plot point of a father finding out, like, fuck, my boy's dead, and I didn't know he was a part of this. It's like a genuine plot right there. You could work with that.
Hello, media man. Who is that guy? That was the comic, The New Guardians. We are going through we do on Throwback Thursday. We like to look at old comics, and then we play video games. You know what? I feel like we have enough time. We're gonna do one more comic. So
more.
We are going to do the next issue. If you guys want to do the next issue, everyone interested?
Sure.
Okay. We're setting up next issue right now. New Guardians 4. All right, and that's the kitty cat. That's our little mascot, Sammy Manu. Hello, welcome to the channel.
We could also skip to number 8.
Number 8. We're not skipping to. We're going to do this all the way through, boys, because this is a weird comic. For those that don't know, in 1988, they decided to create the New Guardians. They were a superhero group that were out of LA. And first issue, some of them got AIDS. Second issue, they fought a cocaine addict supervillain. The next issue, they fought kids. Now we're at the.
I don't know about you, but Snowflame is my hero.
Yeah.
That man is an absolute fucking legend.
The next issue we're looking at is Discovering Japan. We're gonna do one more issue. So. There are many men less than gods. Now, basically, what has happened is some of the actual Green Lanterns, when the Green Lanterns kind of lost their powers, they created a group of superheroes to kind of protect Earth. Which, what happened to the actual superheroes?
Yeah. Honestly, on page 1, I was like, damn, I didn't know we were getting a cameo in a comic.
Yep. Yeah, so, this was kind of interesting. So now we're looking at one of the major big green. This is a huge Green Lantern, a fan favorite. Actually, is this guy? Yeah,
you got an orc right there.
Yeah, Open Secrets, and this is the green. So basically, the Green Lantern Corps did actually make a place on Earth at this time. For those that don't know. And this is actually...
So Guardians is DC Universe then?
Yes, this is all DC. This is all DC stuff. Marvel did some interesting shit too in the 80s, and we will get to that later. But I don't like. I'm only touching on certain things DC and Marvel. We do this on this. Mostly this channel's just us doing retro stuff. It's a pop culture channel. We do a little bit of everything here, including food stuff. Yep.
You gotta remember, while there is also the DC universe that's good, there is the disconnected universe, which is this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If you look at the issues, if you're a big comic guy, there's so much weirdness in the DC universe. So yeah, welcome to the channel. High-tech hardware we got stored here in the Green Lantern Cathedral. Ain't for sale. Yeah, a lot of people were coming to the Green Lantern area to kind of get their tech.
Yep.
And yeah. And here we have an interesting female character in the franchise of the Green Lantern Corps. I can't remember her name. Ashara, there she is. This character right here. How to explain this character in the Green Lantern lore? Oh my god, this is a fucked up character. I don't even know if I should actually even explain. Okay, I'm not gonna get too much into it, but at one time, this character was a 13-year-old girl in her world, which is 200 years in our reality, in our timeline. But she aged up using the Green Lantern power because she wanted to hook up with Hal Jordan. So she looks like an adult. Like just, I'm not going to get into it any more than that. It's fucking
Gross.
weird. Gross. Yeah. And yeah. My Terran math is off. Just turned down a multi-million-dollar offer. Yeah, because she's like, "Pa, money. What do a couple former lantern slingers like us need with money?" Well, it would help us around buying things, our rings used to create for us. Yeah, this is, Kilowog. That's what his name was. So these characters are sort of, like, at this time, the lantern rings were kind of falling off people. I think this might have been when Parallax became a thing. Parallax, during that time period, Parallax was Hal Jordan went psycho and started murdering people and taking their Green Lantern rings. Like, he went fucking nuts with power. And that's I think that's what ended up happening here.
Chief, is it just me or is this guy got like Popeye's forearms?
Yeah, they really did fuck with him a lot. He looks better in modern. He looks way better in modern comics. Actually, he looks way better in modern comics.
Okay.
Yeah, the new Garleans are homeless. And it's like,
so they're bums.
Yep. I don't know why we keep following this Asian couple. I can't remember why. And here he goes and grabs a super gun. Kilowoggs is a badass, by the way. Love this guy. He's an awesome character. And there's what's her face.
I use a particle acceleration cannon for home defense.
Yeah.
To be fair, it still falls under the Second Amendment.
Yeah. So basically, when they built their Green Lantern place, it was in Japan, of all places.
Girl, what is that nightgown?
I'm not going to get into that, boys.
Girl, no. Somebody drew that.
Again, I don't want to talk about her character.
I know. We already did. You effectively already did. You gave us all we needed to know.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, it's me, Jet. I got the ability to, yeah. So the Guardians have shown up.
They're all wearing raincoats.
Yeah, I love it.
Wait, why does the tree look like a fucking psycho? Okay,
boys. I love it, boys, for one reason. For those that don't know, this is a classic Ninja Turtles thing. For those that don't know,
that is true. I remember the raincoats and Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's what this is. I love it. Give it to us, boys. It's great.
I just want to know who gave the artist the direction to make the tree look like fucking Joker.
Not just that, it's also the fact that he's blushing too.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's blushing. He is blushing.
Wait,
boy.
if a plant blushes, does that mean it's blooming?
I don't know. Again, it's weird. It's weird. So they're all.
I was like, dude, you're made of wood. You don't have blood.
I don't know. It's weird. I'm gonna go grab some coffee and I'll be right back. So this is the new Guardians. For those that don't know, we've moved from issue 3. We're now on issue 4. I have to kind of repeat. We are now looking at the 2 disbanded ring slingers, Kilowog and Ashla. a well-known character. One of the most infamous and one of the most beloved characters in the Green Lantern Corps were in the New Guardians. This is a weird superhero group. This is the reason I'm touching on these guys, because some people they'll only touch on Snowflame because Snowflame is fucking amazing. But
Yes.
this in its own right is so off the wall. Like, this is insane. All right, I'll be right back, boys.
Okay.
I just realized he's
Nico?
wearing a hat too.
Yeah. Nico, I have a question.
Yeah.
So this big man, Mr. Popeye, I'm gonna call him because I forget what his name is.
Kilowog.
Look at this man's shirt.
Yes.
How did he fit his arm through that? How does he put his shirt on?
Very, very. It doesn't. It's not a normal shirt. I think it clips. It's basically one of those Velcro ones on the sides that he just puts over himself and then uses the Velcro.
And even so, like, the artist or whatever, that was a design choice. It's like, dude, just give him his full bicep and tricep. Why does he got a little dinky thing going on there?
Yeah, it's basically
give this man his mass. Stop making him look like one of those. What's that oil that those guys inject into their muscles? The synthol dudes.
I can't remember.
They made this man look like he injects synthol.
No, take it from a guy who actually has got like bigger arms than the average Joe, because like I work out my arms a lot. I have actually had to cut my shirts on more than one occasion, right where the pectoid starts, because of the fact that it rips my shirts every time.
Yeah, but I'm also talking about how this man's bicep and tricep area is like, why did they make it so skinny? Just give him the full arm.
Yeah, they wanted to give him a GI look.
I'll fall asleep with my I'm not. It's too cold to not wear shirts yet, and there's been more than one occasion I'll fall asleep without taking off my shirt. I'll forget, and goddamn, I'll wake up and my arms hurt. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do my arms hurt? I've been because it's like literally digging into my skin. I have to actually cut them every once in a while.
I knew a guy in the Navy. Speaking of that, he had to get a muscle chit. So normally you get chits for X, Y, and Z reasons. Sometimes it could be like a medical injury when you're on the job, Yeah. But this guy was so fucking built that his bicep barely fit into his shirt, because normally the standard for the peanut butters is it's supposed to be like a third of the way down your arm to fit properly. But because of how big this man's biceps were, it scrunched up into his shoulder.
Yeah. No, it's not that bad, but it does. I have to every once in a while just kind of like that. That's why I can't. That's the one thing I can't wait for spring and summer, because then I don't wear shirts during the winter. So it's like during the winter I'll wear shirts. I get cold and stuff. But there's more than one occasion I've actually taken a shirt and just took a knife and went and just ripped where it was on that side, just because it's like, God damn it. Wake up and hurt. My arms are hurting afterwards, because I do a lot of weights. I do a lot of reps. I do like my I do like my biker body. What can I say? Big fat beer belly and muscles on the arms. I'm not this bad. I'm not Kilowog bad, but I really do gotta work out.
You don't look like one of those fucking synthol guys who be injected shit into their muscles and they look like the goddamn Michelin man.
No, I got mad a couple weeks ago when I was talking and I was dealing with somebody, and I did a nice little damage to the to the wall. And I was like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, bricks hurt.
It's not bricks hurt. I was like, God, I was talking to him. We're having an argument, and we're kind of like talking about stuff.
Damn, Chief. I was trying to make you sound more macho. Damn it.
It wasn't that, but it was like just me getting mad, just slamming them all. Fucking say that again, asshole. Say that again. And I turned and looked, and I'm like, oh, I just put a big. I could hear where I punched it, and I knocked the nails out, and I moved the wall a bit. So behind the wall, there's an indentation, because it was one of those crappy fucking plastic. You know how they have that wood siding sometimes?
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like down by the floor.
Say that again. Say that fucking again. And it's like, buddy, calm down. Won't get into it. It was a big fight. It happens on occasion to get mad. you know,
Okay.
I wonder if they're gonna explain the whole AIDS situation. Yes, 3 of these superheroes may have AIDS.
May.
Yep. Which I think it's kind of funny because of just who got it, but it may actually they I think they're talking about indeed we're hoping you could do some highly advanced hardware left from the Lantern days and attempt to treat their AIDS virus system in her system. Yes, you heard me right. They're going to use space alien technology to cure AIDS.
My word.
What a waste of technology.
Whoa! Holy shit! Holy shit!
I almost put my fucking drink into my nose. Like fuck.
Thank God I wasn't drinking coffee when he said that. Holy fuck! I just got my eyes bulged out for a second there. You crazy nut! Oh, Nico, we love you, but can we try it? But first, I'm like, I'd like to run some tests on you. Yeah. I must destroy all robots. I love, dude, look at Aris's response. Aris, classy, my friend, classy. Sounds good. When can I get the treatments? 2 minutes later, destroy all robots.
Oh no, something's tripping me out. Every time I see Sunflower Man. That it looks so uncanny.
Let me impulse your inner being. Go ahead and do what comes natural to them. Centuries ago, your Chinese ancestors discovered that all human beings got a circuit bro running through their bodies, blah, 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 blah. And that was what activated about the needing pressure points and the body circuits. Oh, really? Like they are going to use special powers to activate to try to, cure them of the AIDS. Again, I want you to think about that, boys and girls. When this comic came out, what was going on? And this was like the AIDS spiral, boys.
Chief, this would be the equivalent of the year of the 20, and we're like, yes, we're going to use a ray gun and crazy technology to fix the coof.
Yep, we can take care of it all. We can cure it with a nuke. That would solve everything.
Nico, chill. Chill.
Shit. Come on, man.
Squirt bottle. Fuck.
Holy crap.
I'm invoking the squirt bottle. Fuck.
To be fair, that time that actually probably would have been a solution.
Nico! Stop.
At least it wasn't the final one. Bazing.
So now we're using it sounds like a sun lamp. No offense, but Kilowog, but I thought you said this hardware was supposed to be formidable. Now at reckoning time, try out the guardrail involved for the SSG blaster with a super gun.
That wasn't too far off.
I'll be honest with you. This is the kind of shit I want to do to the Chief sometimes. It's like, you think your magic's so fucking tough, huh?
Yeah. I mean, this is so weird. So apparently, because they're superheroes, they might actually not have how to put it. They can't, because they have superpowers, it's stopping the magical technology from fixing their. As I rub my eyebrow as I say this, and my eyebrow is raised to its maximum level, to fix the AIDS.
Yep.
No, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like, he raised his eyebrow to the maximum level. So your eyebrows are your new hairline?
Actually, I haven't shaved in 3 days. I now have an afro.
Oh, okay.
If I don't shave for a month, I will literally have like a weird fucking faux hawk going on. It's really weird how my hair grows in sometimes.
I mean, hey, fair.
Yeah.
The,
So they're
but
doing a bunch.
the superhero genome, I guess you would say, fights off the curing technology. End quote.
Yep.
Mhm. So they're trying to find.
That's not just AIDS, my boys. That's super AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
worse. Intergalactic AIDS. I had to.
Is that what killed off the Viltrumites?
Possibly. They had the same identity idea for how they handle things.
Yes.
Ooh.
Lower their voices so he'll hear you without without the power ring responsible for the Green Lantern duties. He is trying to figure out how to save them. Like to them,
What a bro.
like, yeah. It's getting interesting.
I won't lie, this man's a bro. He is genuinely trying, and he's really reminding me of
Yeah.
what would you call it? Like the guy may be a meat, like a fucking slab of beef from appearance, but he has some smarts going on. He reminds me of what is it like? Jet Black from Cowboy Bebop. Like the man's gruff and tough, but it's like no, Jet Black's fucking smart.
No. Kilowog, do not underestimate. There's a reason he is the most beloved Green Lantern.
I get it.
He is a bro, and he's a ride or die motherfucker. Like if he's gonna if you're going down, he will do everything in his power to save you. And if he can't save you, he will throw his life to try to save you. And if that doesn't work, fucker's going with you. Doesn't care. Does not give a fuck. This man will fight for every bit of you, and it does not matter. If you are his friend, he will do everything in his human power. He's a badass. He's a little bit of an asshole, but he will do everything in his power to save you. He is
okay.
like one of
okay, Chief. Take the tism down a little bit. I got you.
No, I can't explain more. This man's amazing. He's up there he's up there with the Thing for ride or die motherfuckers. Like the Thing, the shit that's happened to the Thing. And the fact that he's still ride or die with the Fantastic Four, and I respect him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually set a stopwatch to see how far this was going to go.
Yeah. So people you hear found a new purpose, but he feels needed again. And we are all Kilowog's much. Harbinger and Expando still carry the virus, but poor Jet, since her diagnosis with full-blown AIDS, she has been vulnerable to a host of deadly opportunity infections that could strike her down any day now. Yes, they gave the Jamaican black British person
a full diagnosis. Like,
yes. Yes.
damn. That's strong. That's all I can say on the matter. That is strong.
Oh, she's and our party group that's like, doing stuff on this. I don't know what the fuck these people are doing on the side, but yeah. Now these Japanese guys are like, oh, they're not going to give us their technology. Okay, we're going to send a robot. We're going to send a transformer after them.
Goddamn Megazord with the X-Men symbol on it.
Yeah, they're sending a transformer. Now they're attacking. Now, there's some other stuff going on, but we won't get into that. But there's some other interesting shit going on. But yeah, they're doing for the past hour, it's been quite something going on here. Quiet. You should try. Like, yeah, they're basically. They're now doing more tests on them. I've been introducing a reverse mutation to the other stuff of the virus, making it harmless. But so far, the microbes prove to be smarter than me. Okay, alien technology in the DC universe is insane. Like, they can genetically turn a human into a superhero. Like, done. You walk into a ray, superhero. Anyway, we're not going to get into that because, like, you're just going to get me on a rant that's going to go on for fucking 9 hours.
I was about to say, wait a second. That means you could take away somebody's powers, cure the AIDS, and then give them the powers back.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, but you'd have to actually go to the Green Lantern Elders first to get actual help from that.
Either way, but you get the like.
No, they don't. This shit, they have all their tech.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm given the most straightforward, logical way. I don't care how many hoops the characters have to jump through to get there. It is possible according to the tech that is here.
Yeah, it is. So, but for me and my power ring tech genetic hardware, we're only beginning to fight this thing. Ashra, I will tell you, knowing, never give up the fight before, and then now the robot's appearing. It's literally a transformer. It's literally I'm Sobot. I am sorry to have disturbed you. Interference with my mission, and you will be eliminated.
I am Sinistar.
I'm Soltron. Yeah. Transformer, robots in the sky.
It's not just any transformer, it's a cat transformer. It has the cat ears.
Oh, you know what makes it funny?
Oh, that's how you know it came from Japan.
Yep.
Yeah. They made a giant Japanese toy for a Japanese robotics company to attack the Green Lantern Corps.
I won't lie, if I'm gonna die, getting killed by a Gundam's a pretty cool way to go.
Yep. Yeah, you will be eliminated.
But it has to be, Universal Century. It has to be a classic Gundam. I don't want none of that fucking stupid shit.
Again, this guy has no superpowers right now. He's just super strong. And he's like, no, fucker, blast my gun out of my hand. I'm not letting you hurt my friends. Go fuck yourself. And he used his knee blasters on him. And he jumped over the knee blaster, and now he's like punching him in the face. Like I said, ride or die, motherfucker. I love him. Kilowog's awesome. You have been eliminated.
I like how it's like bullshit. He's been eliminated. You just threw him behind you.
Yeah.
Thinking of it, he thinks it's like a Royal Rumble. When you throw him over the top, you're good.
Yeah. Sorry, Robocon. This ain't a sumo match. Just because he's out of the ring doesn't mean he can't jump back in.
Yeah, so now they destroyed the robot, and now they're like trying to figure out, hey, who just sent the robot after us? And now the robot's coming back. The robot has nano machines, boys. Okay.
Every time I hear that word, Senator Armstrong.
Yeah, so now we're at Rockets to Russia. We'll be doing episode 5 next week. We're gonna get to the game now, boys. Sorry about that, but we are gonna get to the game. This is a channel, so we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about a fun little. We're gonna have fun today, doing some Zelda, and we're gonna be talking about a brand new series both me and Nico watched, called Cautious Hero. Is overpowered.
So you say it's a brand new series? It's like 2 years old.
Yep.
Ah, well, brand new series for me and Nico.
I mean, it wasn't for me. I watched it when it first came out.
Okay, well, I rewatched. I watched this for the first time. And why did that not pop up? Hold on, boys. We will get that up right now. I gotta find that. Okay, we will. Specific window. Hold on. There we go. Should be showing up in a second here, hopefully. There we go. Okay. More Zelda for you boys. Thank you so much for watching us having fun with our little alien alien insanity that is that franchise. That franchise is insane. Oh, I got it. Okay, there we go. So here we are. We are back with the fun that is this. And why is this doing this again? It is doing that weird thing where the controller's not reading again.
It might be a little bit illiterate.
No, you know what it is? I don't know why. Whenever I switch over to this, sometimes it does that. I'm going to have to reboot this again because this has happened before. We have had a weird thing with, for some reason, SNES 9 has been acting odd lately. So we're going to try again. Should get this working soon. I hope. If not, I might have to. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Okay. If that don't work, I'm going to have to fiddle with it a little more. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Okay. All right. I don't know why it's doing that lately. It's just acting really weird, and it just doesn't want to work, and then all of a sudden it works fine. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're good. Do we have the flippers yet? We did not get the... No, we got the flippers. Okay, where are the flippers? Okay. Okay, now that's interesting. All right, now that's weird. We saved and quit, so we're going to reset this. This is acting really weird today. What the hell just happened today? Reset the game. Yeah, because we got a lot done in the last game, so I'm gonna. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with ZNES today. I've been having some weird problems with this game in particular, and like ZNES in general. What? No! What the fuck? What in the fuck? Okay. Now that is disturbing. We have effectively lost. Wait. Maybe slot. Maybe bank slot. Maybe slot 2. No. I gotta check something. This is really, really bad. Because we did all that work. We finished that to a large portion of that game. Okay. That is fucking interesting. We have effectively, did we at least get, no, we did not. Wow. Okay, so just giving you guys a heads up, we lost a lot. I'm gonna have to save. Okay, note to self, for some reason ZNES is acting really weird. I'm gonna have to make it a point now when we use ZNES to 1, test ZNES right away before we run anything, and 2, I will no longer be able to use ZNES's actual code thing. So, because we did a lot, we unlocked so much shit the last time we played, and none of it was saved. Oh, I'm pissed. I am fucking furious right now. Oh well, no big deal. It's deep breaths. I'm almost tempted to go to the Game Boy emulator to do this now because for some reason this is acting really weird. Like going to the Game Boy version, because there's a Game Boy Advance version of this. Sorry about that, boys. Don't mind me when I'm angrily getting annoyed that the fact I have to redo this entire dungeon again. Fucking. So, Zelda Link to the Past is actually quite a fun game, and I've always had fun playing this one. This has been on my one of my favorite games to play all time, and yeah, I've actually really liked this one. So I'm kind of annoyed that didn't work. Did I? You know, it makes me want to. You know what this makes me want to do? I want to go back to like classic Zelda and do a couple other things, but I won't do that right now. Because back in the day, we could. If I was playing this on like ZNES or Nesticle, this would work fine. But for some reason, ZNES wants to be a bitch. I haven't updated it in a couple months. Maybe that's what's going on. All right. So other than that, going on, making me angry. That's why I don't like new emulators. And this seems to be the next best emulator, other than the one emulator I was using for years. Also, I do know that there's a Windows error that's been going around lately. And before people say anything, no, I don't think Linux is going to operate this any better than what I'm using now. I'm not one of the Linux converted. Sorry. I'm also not one of the Windows converted. I hate all of them equally.
The computer cult.
Dude, if I could run this all on a fucking console, oh god, done, no problem, over. I do it tomorrow. But I know it's gonna be I know right now, like, getting the money to get all this shit would be so fucking annoying. Just, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. It's just not worth it. Now, if it was like I could easily get these with no problem, oh yeah, I would tomorrow. I'd get the kitty that Bob likes so much, Elgato.
Yeah, Elgato.
Yeah, but no, I don't want to waste my time with that because of how stupid it is. Yeah, I know it's locked. Fuck off. Yeah, because I like Elgato. It's one of my more favorite things. Like I would love to do this all on old console and shit with wireless controller, man. God damn, yeah, definitely. I wish, my big wish is I wish they would relaunch old consoles and just let us go nuts with that. But I know that's never gonna fucking happen in the market. It's just like, you think we're gonna give you this stuff, the stuff that you want to pick up? No. You got to get third-party stuff, and even then, the third-party stuff, there's no guarantee it's going to work properly.
Yep, that's the fun of stores. They have the mindset of, oh, we can't re-release the same, the old iconic retro games. We need to make it so you have to buy a pack, and then that pack's gonna have it at a worse quality.
Yeah, now it's all online pack crap, which I really loathe. As a gamer, I hate it. As a gamer, I absolutely hate it.
Yeah, it's mostly because companies love to have that free finds.
Yeah, it was also because
like that Marvel thing we looked at during the Rumble stream where it was all the old games, but we're like, why?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, look at how they'll sell you, like, you know how many resacks of the same sold product they've actually officially sold people. Like, it's kind of been a constant thing in the gaming community that, like, they'll resell the same game over and over and over again. I'm not against that in a way, but I'm also not for the fact that they're reselling the same game over and over and over again, unless they do something to fix it. Like, for example, the only reason I got the D&D collection back when it came, because when it came out, I'm like, well, yeah, I'm gonna get that collection that's badass and gives you everything you need. Why the fuck wouldn't I? At that point, that's such a good price. Why wouldn't someone get that? Like, that's actually a very good price for what they were giving us. So, you know, I'm all in at that point. Okay, so we don't need to worry about the heads here. I don't even care. Like, I could probably just take a hit. No. I got 2 fairies in the bottle. I got 2 fairies in a bottle. I'm good. You know, interesting things to say in context that you're like, you know, imagine if someone like just like had no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got 2 fairies in a bottle. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good old I Dream Genie. You got that one in the bottle.
Yep. Like you always wonder, like, if someone was like, had no idea what you're talking about, didn't see the game you were playing. Oh, I got 1 fairy in the bottle? Did I catch the other fairy? Oh, I didn't catch the other fairy. Okay, well, I'll get 2 fairies in the bottle right now. There we go, keep it in the bottle. Good. Bam. Okay, we're good. I will say this: this game is probably one of the easiest, not the easiest, but it is one of the easiest games in the Zelda verse. Like, the one that's probably the hardest to do is oh, what's the name of it now? I would say Link 2 from the original generation, like the old hardware, like Nintendo and stuff. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy. Definitely, this is probably the easiest of the 3. Although I will say this, Zelda Link's Awakening is a personal nostalgia for me. This game's up there, but Link's Awakening is definitely something, as a kid, that was my game. That was actually the first video game. That was one of the first games I had that I was like, you know, I got a birthday present from someone that I've never gotten before. So it was kind of really nice for that person. Like, I've never had them get me a present before up to that day. So it's kind of like, oh, that's so nice. Yeah. Well, hey, Dorkly's live. Awesome. Don't go to Dorkly. Fuck Dorkly. So no, it's actually kind of fun there for that. It was an interesting idea for a lot of the retro stuff. But let's talk about the superhero. The hero is too cautious. An interesting anime review. So Nico, you watched this before. I just watched this for my first time. First 12 episodes. So my first thoughts, I'll kind of break up the first thoughts. My first thoughts to this was, I really did think that this was going to be like, oh, another isekai.
So funny.
Yeah. So when I saw that, oh god, another isekai, that was literally my brain. But then I was like watching this. I love the idea that the first thing he does when he gets to the other world is like, well, I gotta get to the other world. Okay, gotta get to the other world. So what am I gonna do here? I'm gonna get to the other world. All right. So I have no choice in the matter. So I'm gonna try to get this really powerful person. Like, who am I gonna get? So she didn't read the fine print on the hero. The hero is his weakness, his fatal flaw for all his abilities and his active leveling and all that shit, because all his active skills is actually he has a fatal flaw. The fatal flaw is super cautious. Like, he's really up the wall, crazily cautious. So okay, yeah. I am just going to. No, I'm not going to do that yet. I'll wait till I get the boots, then I'll do it. So that is his big fatal flaw. This guy is over the top cautious, and this makes him kind of crazy how cautious he is as a hero. And they're like, "Oh, you're so cautious." And so the first thing he does when he gets to the realm of the goddesses, well, we're on our way to make you a hero. Let's go, hero. And the first thing no, I got to work out. So the first thing he does is work out and start leveling up. Then he realizes, well, I'm going to level up to another level right now. I got to level up real quick. So he starts leveling up faster. And so he spends 4 days, and they're like, so the girl's like, the goddess is like, well, don't you want to go to this world now? Like, I mean, they're in serious danger. And he's like, well, you said time moves differently here, right? And she's like, yeah. So I'm going to spend the next week working out in this world, and that'll only be a couple hours or a couple days. So yeah, I'm just going to work out here, get my gains, and then I'll go to the other world when I'm 100% prepared, ready to go. And she's like, well, people are dying. It's like, yeah, but people are going to die anyway. I might as well be ready for it. So he goes for it, and he starts working out nonstop. Well, the girl, the maiden's like, the goddess is like, well, you got to go. So eventually they go to the real world, and they're like, okay, we're going to send you to a low-level area so your character can, build up his power and his skill. And she's like, well, okay. And he goes and fights a simple slime. And the first thing he does is he kills the slime. Then he proceeds to fireball the slime. Then fireball it again. Then fireball it a third time, a fourth time. He just goes absolutely ape-scat nuts on this character. So Mass Effect 3 reference. Yeah, kinda. He goes, well, you know what it is? If you've ever watched me play an RPG, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. Oh yeah, I'm gonna work out for that. Oh guys, I'm only level 15. There was a time I actually did play this way, and my friend still thinks it's one of the most insane way to play a video game. He watched me when I first played Final Fantasy. I spent 6 hours in one area just building my character up. Didn't care, didn't give 2 fucks. I spent 6 hours in the main zone doing that. Now, you're not supposed to do that. Apparently you could beat the boss in like maybe a half hour to an hour of quick leveling. I spent 6 hours doing that. And again, if you guys have watched my Chronos Trigger streams, you guys know damn well how anal retentive I am when it comes to this stuff. Like, look at what I'm doing now. Do you see me? Okay, I now got the one item I have, so now I can go to the next dungeon. Am I gonna try to go to the next dungeon? Nope. we're gonna spend the next 10 minutes acquiring everything we possibly can before we even attempt the next dungeon. And we're gonna get as many hearts as humanly possible. I'm even worse if I'm playing games like certain Zelda games and stuff. Like other games is really bad. You want to see my OCD kick in? Watch me play Breath of Fire. I'm level 8, and I'm not going into the second dungeon. And even if I do go into the next dungeon, it's just to level, and then I will leave and come back, and leave and come back, and leave and come back until I've gotten my max out. I know I'm anal that way. I do not care. I do not give a fuck. My goal in life then is to max out. Maximum effort, baby. Maximum effort. And this is why Bob could never play an RPG. It would drive him absolutely insane.
Agreed. I don't like wasting my time.
I don't think I'm wasting my time. I think I'm actually maximum effort, boys. Maximum effort.
That's the copium.
That's not the copium, that's the skill, baby.
Like I said, cope.
If you aren't leveling, you aren't living, baby. That's how JRPGs are, boys. I can't remember if there's something here, but I'm gonna do a quick little bomby. Let's do a little bombs just to see. I don't think there's anything here. I can't remember. So our cautious hero, our fun cautious hero, is blowing up a slime like you wouldn't believe. Now they find out because it's an S-class mission. They find out that the actual villains were waiting for our hero. Our hero was basically scouted. So they have one of the more powerful villainous waiting to go and fight him. So he fucks off and goes, well, I'm gonna actually level up more and get to the higher level so I can figure out what I'm doing and get a little stronger. So then he spends even more time. Oh shit. Ah fuck. Oh, I'm not gonna worry about that. Let him run around. I'm trying to get to another area, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, level, get the part. So this becomes an ongoing thing that he is constantly trying to get himself built up even more. Now the funny thing is, when he fights the villain boss, the first villain boss, they're like, okay, well you can fight this villain boss, and she's like, well you can defeat him. You're high enough level now, and he's like, well no, I'm not high enough level. He's got to keep going. So he starts training in every episode is him training training with another god. First, he does the god of this god of combat. He's like, yeah, I'll be, sure, let's go, god of combat. Let's get this on. So he fights the god of combat. He wins against the god of combat quite soundly after 3 days of nonstop training, to the point that the god's like, yeah, I don't want to train him anymore. I'm going to be the god of cakes. So he chooses to become the god of cakes. And from there, it just becomes him leveling up and him overtopping his power. But it's all to a secret little hidden meme. Nico, what were your thoughts of Cautious Hero?
To be honest with you, it's kind of hilarious at the same time, as it basically puts everything back into peripheral for how heroes literally are just dragged into things and they don't really want to be pushed into it. Yeah. And at that point, it's like, okay, if you're already helping out with the thing by being pulled there, you might as well do what you can with what time you have. Yeah. And you make your own rules. You make them follow your rules. You don't let them control you. That's the mentality.
Yeah. that kind of is the mentality of the hero. That's kind of what I like about him. He's a don't give zero fucks guy at that point, and that's what makes it kind of great. He is that guy where he's like, yeah, I don't care. You want me to do this? You want me to do this the right way, or do you want me to do this do it the way it is? It's one of those things. So it gets kind of funny with the fun that is this hero. He is so over the top, so extreme in his level of mental thought process. It's just like, okay, we get it, but he's like, no, you don't get it. I'm going to take it to this next level. And so then they train, because they can't train him anymore. He's actually become too powerful. He can't train with the main character anymore. This one big guy. So he's decided, well, I can't train with this person, so I gotta find another trainer. So they find the goddess of war. And the goddess of war, who spends all their time sharpening their swords, are like, yeah, so I'll train with him. The more she after the first day of training, she's so impressed with him, she wants to bang him. And now the anime's turned into a harem. It already had a lot of sexual references and tetes, but man, does it go over the top with this series a little bit. And it just keeps going and going and going as the series goes. And yeah, no, it's definitely something that I think is kind of fun. I will say it's a little adult, so I do warn people who are going to show, do not show this to kids. And that's kind of my one big suggestion. But it definitely has that energy to it. Well, overall, what am I going to rate this? Well, before I go into spoiler territory, I'm going to rate this about a 6, maybe not that good, because it's an isekai and that automatically loses points. Although I do love the running gag of, I do love the running gag where she says, I'm going to do the she's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna set up this stuff. It's like, no, I'm doing it this way. But like she actually gets someone from Japan, and the reason she gets someone from Japan is because, oh, well, they have a lot of stories about isekai, so it'll be easy to get them to understand what's going on. I don't know if that is I know that's a knock against isekais, but it is kind of amusing that that's what they did. I like the knock. I kind of find that funny. Alright, so now let's get to spoiler territory. The reason he is such a cautious hero, he actually was a hero originally in his past life. In one of his life, he was a hero, and unfortunately, he was a hero that failed at the task. And the world was destroyed because of his failures. And because of this, when he became a new hero, he realized, oh shit, I'm a new hero. And his brain kind of registered this, so he went over the top. So this sort of they pushed him into a deep end because of that. So it's not really his fault he's over the top. It's the fact that these people kind of pushed him there. Well, can I get the ice rod now? I think I can. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty certain I can get the ice rod now. There. Let's go get that ice rod, boys. Let's go get a lot of stuff done. Oh shit, I forgot to do the other thing too. Oh well, I'll get the ice rod, then I'll sweep around. I got mushrooms on me, and I gotta use those to my advantage here. Get out of my way. Okay. Maximum effort. Wait. Maximum effort. Damn it, Shut up, Bob. Oh, he's not watching, so he doesn't care. He didn't see it. Good. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. We are not touching the rest of those coins because I do believe those stay, hopefully. Yeah, they do. Okay, we're not touching that because that's more coins. And I'm almost at a maximum coin usage at this point, so it's like I'm almost at 999, so we'll leave that out for now. Fucking You know, the one thing I hate in this game is the fucking crows. The crows can go fuck themselves in this game. I hate those things more than any other creature in the game. Like, crows can go suck a dick. My most hated villain in the game. Everything else is somewhat manageable. Those crows, because of their weird toss-up and the way they move, I'm just like, nope. So, we can have a conversation. Do you want to? We were going to do does Nico want to do his conversation? We were talking about this a while back. Did you want to talk about your time at the grocery store, Nico, or no? You don't want to do that, or?
Which one? Safeway?
Yeah, when you were at Safeways.
Yeah.
I remember we talked about that. We're gonna do bad jobs that we've had.
Yeah, that one basically was a joke and a half, but the customers were nice to an extent. Some of them were awesome, and management itself, like the upper management, which was the higher levels, was annoying. Yeah. But the ones that were like immediate were okay.
Okay.
It was just the fact that they were like trying to get me to train up people in the same way I was working, and basically it's like saying, "Oh yeah, just make sure you train them to know exactly how you work." So that we can replace you if we need to.
Yeah, it's never fun. What about Bob? Bob, you've worked some shitty jobs. Why don't you give us some fun?
Ironically, most of my jobs were not down to the management. It was down to the tasks I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only thing that made it really bad. But yeah, my janitor job. Just think of anything that could go wrong in a middle school, and I had to clean it up.
No, thank you.
I think the worst one.
Some of that shit was absolutely vile.
You could, if you can legally tell us about a DMCA, how bad did it get sometimes? You want to, well,
So this one I can actually
nightmare?
tell, and it won't get us hurt in any way, because the grossest one will get us hurt. But this one's just nasty. It's not abhorrent, it's just nasty. So one of my jobs, I had to, because we were cleaning out the cafeteria area,
Yeah.
I had to use a scraper to scrape all the gum from under the lunch tables and shit.
Okay.
I shit you not, the mass of the collective bubble gum was between the size of a baseball and a softball. You could put it right between a baseball and a softball, and it's like a perfect bar right there. You could put a board on top of it, and it would make a ramp.
Okay. All right. That's kind of.
Like I said, that's nasty, but it's safe.
Yeah. Okay.
There was a case. There was another one. This one won't actually get us hurt either. Now that I think about it, I had to clean up sentient mold that reacted to my presence.
Oh, it moved?
Yeah, it moved. It blinked and it farted at me.
Oh, okay. I've actually seen that happen. I had a friend of mine who had some interesting mold situation where he sprayed it with something, and the mold made a screaming sound. It actually went.
Yeah.
Yep. That's because it lives.
That shit's alive.
Yeah.
Fungus is actually a living being. Same thing with mushrooms and all kinds of herbs that
Yeah,
people are
unlike other plants, it shows a level of sentience that's slightly disturbing.
Yes.
Yeah, it actually screamed, and it was actually rather an abnormal sound that he got late. He's like, "What the fuck?" He had a video he sent me. I don't show it to people because it grosses people out. But that thing started screaming. It's like.
There's another case in the Navy. This one was so when you have an idea that fixes a problem, but you can't do it because law says you cannot.
Yeah.
I was getting tired of cleaning bird shit out of the pad eyes on the flight deck. That was one of my jobs. You get like a air hose or whatnot, and sometimes it's air, sometimes it's water. Really depends on what you have more of. And you spray out the pad eyes and clean the deck effectively with it.
Mm-hmm.
I asked my chief, I was like, "Hey chief, and BM1, can I bring a slingshot on board? Is that legal?" And they're like, "What do you plan to use it for?" "Oh, I'm gonna take the spare pieces of FOD, the thing that we have to clean up during air operations, and I'm gonna shoot it at seagulls that are near our ship. That way they don't shit on the deck, and I don't have to clean it up as much." They appreciated my ingenuity, but they told me they're a protected species under law.
They are, unfortunately, which fucking drives me nuts. I'm actually not a fan of.
It's like I had a novel idea. You get rid of the bird problem with another problem that you have to worry about during air operations. It fixes itself.
I hate the fact that seagulls are a protected species.
To be fair, they shouldn't be. They should be literally allowed to just take their course and be just
Thank
handled.
you, PETA. Oh, that's literally what it is. It was PETA that did it, and I to this day hate
PETA.
Yeah.
The part that makes it even worse is PETA's the most fakest company out there. They literally
talk too much about.
Oh, they're not a company; they're a cult.
They're
Same
cult.
difference.
They're organized corruption in my personal opinion. But that's neither here nor there. We can't really say much about getting in trouble.
Yeah.
I know, but
yeah, they can just say Cobra Law.
They're very stinky.
They are very stinky, man, and I do not like PETA at all. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's one of those things where when you realize what their protection apps are and what they actually do cover and stuff, it's rather absurd. That's why I don't like them. It's the same reason I don't like Gretchen Thunberg, and very.
And it also goes twofold for seagulls because, as part of a sailor's superstition, seagulls are kind of a sign of luck in a way. Like, you're not really supposed to attack the seagulls, but goddammit, I got tired of cleaning the deck. I got fucking tired of that shit real fast.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, pelicans are more so Yeah, pelicans are more so luckier than seagulls. Seagulls are more so a burden bird.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the sea geese. I'm not a fan of them. But my reasons are a little different than Bob's because did I get this already? I think I already did. Just in case, we're just gonna check.
Oh, mine's roughly the same. I got tired of the seagulls pushing around the crows.
Yeah, that's the reason I don't like seagulls. I mean, I don't like that they push around the crows, and I don't like that they're not afraid of humans. It's like they
like how
know.
they treat the cats that are over by the waterfront.
They know the throne that they sit upon.
Yeah, that's why I hate these little bastards.
Yep, they use this guy to save themselves from the cats that are fighting back.
Fun fact, Western Body. Fun fact: my uncle served on a Canadian destroyer in World War II, far enough from port that they would use AA guns on seagulls. No, right there, boy. Canadian hero, right there.
You know the interesting part about anti-aircraft guns? Some of them were able to have the VT fuse, and a VT fuse was sensitive enough to detect a pigeon.
Yeah. America,
oh boy, I can only imagine the feather spaghetti that would fall into the water afterward.
Oh yeah. Canada, man, I'm telling you. We had balls back in the day. I miss it.
Say, if you can't do war crimes against humans, you gotta do them against the wildlife. I respect it. You gotta You gotta get the evil of the Canadian geese out of your system somehow.
Yeah, we need them, man. Like I like Canadian geese more than I like seagulls. That's how much I hate seagulls, and they're aggressive.
Damn.
Especially in my city,
I don't know anybody who likes cobra chickens.
I like Canadian geese more than I like Canadian geese than I like more than seagulls, because seagulls can just go fuck themselves. Everything else I'm just like, really?
Yep. You know how you defeat them? It's simple. You throw some bread and run off to the side. Then they are literally distracted and not able to bother you.
No, well, you want to know? You know what a great weapon. Like I said, we had a Canadian hero in my city. He was and I don't. Okay, I'm not going to condone people doing this as a whole, but I'm not going to blame a guy for doing this. What he did was he got sick and tired of the seagulls, so he was actually taking like peanut butter. He's making little peanut butter balls, and he's putting a little bit of a certain thing that makes seagulls' stomachs go pop. And he did that. And I'm like, I don't agree with it. I think that's awful. You shouldn't abuse animals. But at the same time, oh, Canada. Our home
is it abuse if they're not under your stewardship and they're a parasite?
I know they're an invasive species in my area. They actually are an invasive species, and they've been an invasive species in Canada for like anywhere. Even if you're near, okay, they shouldn't be this far up. Seagulls actually should be. Like it's so bad that they don't like. I've talked to a friend of mine about that. These fucking birds don't leave during the winter. Like we actually have to pick up their corpses because they freeze to death. Yeah, they freeze to death. They don't leave during the winter. Like seagulls should fly south during winter. They don't. Not our birds. Not our shit birds. Our shit birds stay in the city, man. And then they freeze to death, and then they're picking them up off the fucking off certain areas. It's absolutely like they have no survival skills. They're clearly been out. They clearly don't have any understanding of what's going on in nature anymore at this point. Like when do we just say okay?
They're so used to handouts.
Yep. Yeah. When do we just
even if the handout's not given to them, they'll take it. They'll snatch your fries.
Oh no! Oh, they dive bomb. Like they're right near. When I used to live near the university, man, they were right fucking there, and it was just annoying as fuck.
Imagine trying to host a D&D game at the beach with pizza. That entire pizza's gone before you even get into the box.
What if they eat your dice?
That's true too.
No. Nico, you're wrong. You're totally wrong. Do you think these fucking things go anywhere near the beach?
Yeah, they do.
The beach rarely has food unless there's restaurants or a boardwalk.
Yeah,
They go to the intertown areas where there's actual food.
They're in the intertown. They're in the main intertown area. They don't actually go anywhere near. They go near the casino. Like, you know where the galls are? They're near the casino, and there were places where you got to file your taxes. That's the only reason I don't like these fucking things.
Yeah, the only reason there were seagulls around on the coast when I had my stint in California is because there's a ton of either food trucks, restaurants, you know, because there was roughly a tourist spot because they had like a Navy museum up the way, you know?
Yeah.
Of course there's going to be seagulls all over the place because all the fucking food's right there.
Yeah, I was going over because that's what Clearwater's like. When you go down there, it's all beach.
But that's what I'm saying. They're not herborable at this point. They're not where they should be. They should be near the waterfront. They should be near the rivers and the lakes. They're not. These fucking things are in town. I've actually you run into crows and other like wildlife out near lakes and stuff. Like if you're at the Great Lakes, there was a beautiful lake where I used to live near. It was right next to one of the big Great Lakes. You would never see a seagull. I used to put a few fries on the dash and watch some eagles sack against my windshield. Hey, don't say too much.
You know, Western Body, you're good in my book. I like you.
So good.
Yeah, but no, but no, dude, it's funny because I've even said that to my friend. I'm like, buddy, it's hysterical how aggressive, and like I said, they're not terrestrial anymore at this point. Like these things are
the birds are illegal aliens. They're not terrestrial.
They're not terrestrial. Yeah, gotta get rid of them. Like I would have and the idea of them being garbage birds. We have multiple scavengers where I'm at. There's no need for a garbage bird in my area. But oh no, we got to make them garbage bird, guys. We gotta give these animals these vile creatures, these disgusting creatures not from our area. Like no, if they were next to the ocean or like you never see them there. I see.
To be fair, that's the same thing with goats. They're basically the same thing, but they're just like mammals.
At least a goat can produce something. Like you make cheese with the milk and shit.
Yeah.
They actually have a value. Yeah, there's a value to a goat. There's no value to a seagull, man. They have zero value. And
they're flying coyotes. You can't eat coyotes because they're riddled with parasites and disease.
Yep.
Like they're and I'll be perfectly honest. The same reason, you can't eat seagulls. The meat's awful. So it's like it's poisonous at this point. So it's like, what the hell? Like it's other groups that made them a protected species just because. Oh,
I was like, dude. You know it's bad when the birds have more plastic in them than American cheese.
Yes, exactly. And we all know American cheese is absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, I don't even eat like fucking American cheese at all. I usually go for like provolone.
Yeah, or Canadian cheese.
What is Canadian cheese?
It's American cheese, but actual cheese.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, the farmers actually are working on the cheese, making sure it's right instead of it being something that's just sitting around in a giant vault.
They mix in maple syrup just to make it a little sweeter.
Yep. To be fair, that would be good, honestly.
That would be good, yeah.
Just cheese.
Oh, dude, that'd be a fucking heart attack if you put it on something.
Yeah.
All that cholesterol and sugar. Whew.
No, actually, maple syrup and cheese. I have seen candied cheese before. I've never eaten it, but I have seen it.
Yeah.
I can see that as being really good. A maple infused cheese that you put on tacos would be pretty interesting.
I don't know. Up in the Arctic where you guys live, you want hearty meals like poutine and pancakes.
Yep. Yeah, I actually had breakfast. Breakfast hash browns today for supper. Really good, actually. Yeah.
Now my question is, were they the minced variety, like you use a shredder for them, or were they like tater tots?
No, they were actually minced hash browns. Not hear what I said. Hash browns. Yeah,
I know,
they were actually,
but
yeah.
But my Americanism's coming out real quick because McDonald's hash browns are like this weird oval thing.
Well, that's not a hash. That's not. Well, that's a hash brown patty. That's what that's called.
Dude, this would be better for a sandwich. You just make a sandwich with them and some good Canadian bacon. Put it on there. You got a nice sandwich.
Yeah, that's actually something.
Is Canadian bacon just ham?
Yes.
Yeah, it's ham, but it's back bacon. That's actually what it is. It's
yeah.
Okay.
Different. Yeah. Well, what pissed my ass off, I was talking to a buddy of mine about this recently. It's like we went to a local Tim Hortons, and they got all I asked for was no egg, just a simple and 2 hash browns, no egg on my thing, just a simple sausage patty with bacon. Because my stomach doesn't like eggs lately. It's kind of it's 50-50 unless the eggs are properly prepared, you don't like it. It's like no, my friend. You don't like that.
There's only one reason I am not a fan of the Easter season, and that's because everybody has the hard-boiled egg farts. Yeah. Fucking everyone. It's awful.
So
yep.
So I'm not a fan of the eggs. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not a fan of the eggs. Can you please So we're like, so we say, hey, no eggs on this. We want it to be a simple breakfast patty with this, and this. It's like, okay. And then we repeat. Then we repeat again. Then we repeat for a 3rd time, and they still fucked up the order, and we still didn't get our hash brown patties. And I said, funny thing is, I could have made all this at home. We could have oh sure, we would have had way more portions, but I should have just made this at home. That's all that popped into my brain. Why the fuck did we waste our money? We could have just done it at home. Me and my friend.
Yep. That's the comedy of it.
It's annoying. As far as I'm concerned, it pisses me off because we're not here to be, it's annoying to think, okay, all they had to do was give us the proper order, and it's they missed that order 3 times, not once, not twice, 3 times. We repeated it, and literally it showed up, and then the person paid. We actually paid for the hash browns. The hash brown showed up on the order, and he didn't think. Everybody's yeah, I'm just gonna complain. I'm yeah, hey guy, hey DJ, welcome. So yeah, no, I was annoyed, he was annoyed, and yeah, we had that annoying thing with hash browns, which is why I like I said, from now on we should just make the breakfast at my place, man. I'll just buy the ingredients. It's a lot cheaper and a lot easier. That cost $15 for our meal, and it would have cost us $24, but I would have been able to do that 3 times. So it would have cost us technically $6 for me to make that at home. No, I missed it. And I just that annoys me a lot. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way about it, but it's yeah, screw that shit.
Yeah, it's kind of funny if you think about it, because every time people go to the grocery store or to one of these places, they go, oh, it's so much better that they have it pre-made for us. And then they don't think about the fact that they can just get the ingredients and make them for themselves, and it'll be a lot cheaper than it is going with the pre-made version.
Yeah,
since you're not getting real food. You're getting somebody else's processed garbage.
Well, not all of it's processed garbage, but you are not kidding when you say that. Some of the stuff is kind of problematic.
Yep.
But I do find that annoying as a whole, because I'm really, absolutely annoying that we have food products like this. It's what the hell? So no, I'm definitely of the mind that we should I've been talking to people about making an app. I've talked to people over the years for making an app of
teaching recipes and stuff.
No, you know what I want to do? I want to make an app where you get an app, and then what it does is it directs you to a store for the cheapest options. So let's say you have a breakfast. Yeah, you want to have a breakfast in your local area, and create an app where okay, you want to buy the ingredients for supper. Okay, here's the cheapest place for what you want, what you want to make. If you want to, let's say you want to make lasagna. Okay, this is the best store. This is the best prices. Here you go. If you want that, okay, here's the best prices, the best store. There you go. And it's I kind of want an app like that. I want to make an app where it'll give you the recipe. Not only will it give you the recipe, but it'll actually give you the best store to go to get that food. I think that would be an amazing app store, personally. Okay. And we're gonna
now. Would it ask for people's locations or at least regional stuff?
Well, it would have to. It would have to.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's like you'd have to, I don't know, link something to where you get people to agree to share location. Only because, if you're in Canada, what use you need to know what, I don't know, fucking Ralph's is selling all the way in California.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, I've even talked to people about this over the years. All right, what the fuck do you think DoorDash is? What the fuck do you think, like, any like other things? Like, people with the idea of, oh, well, we don't share our stuff online. Oh, we do already. We share everything online. If you have an app that tells you the weather, they have your location at that point.
Yep.
So it's just like, when I hear people complain about that, I'm like, okay, I'm okay with I actually agree with, I don't believe a government, wink, 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 should fucking do that. But if you're giving your stuff to a company, that's a different beast. And you are going to be giving your stuff to a company at that point. So you can't have this mentality of, oh, well, one's one, but one's not the other. It's like, no, you've already made your decision because you've given it to a company already. You've already done it at that point. It's like, stop trying to pretend it isn't,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So, like, that's kind of my mentality towards this stuff. It's like, okay, yeah, I get you, I hear you, but, like, you're not looking at it from that perspective when you don't. It's like, when you got people because I have people who do that, they will say the stupidest shit about this. Oh, well, your phone's following you right now. Yeah, do you use DoorDash? Do you use this or that app? It's like, yeah, it's already tracking you. What? It's like they're shocked. Like I've actually had people be shocked that these apps are tracking you. It's like, well, yeah.
What do you mean tracking me? It's like, dude, it uses a map for your location so your driver can get there.
Yeah, exactly. Like you are already identified at that point. Like, you don't have to have live tracking. Like, that is not something you have to do, but you're already being tracked at that point. So people gotta, like, understand their stuff. Like, I've made the joke that, like, I've talked about certain things. It's like, yeah, I've even said that. It's like, we're already being tracked. It's just a matter of how tracked you want to be. It's the same thing with the barcode shit. Like, people talk about, I've even said this. I said this someone years ago. I said, the mark of the beast is already here. And someone said, "Ooh, because someone was arguing with me about barcodes." And I said, I pulled out my cell phone. I said, "Do you have a cell phone? Do you have one of these?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, you're carrying the mark right there. What do you use it for?" What happens if this phone goes MIA on you? Do you lose your entire fucking life? What happens if they take your internet away from you? And he went quiet, and I went, well, the mark of the beast, man, you're already there. If you believe in that shit, we're already there. Not trying to be an ass, but, I hate scaring people, though.
I know. Reliance upon anything is going to be expected. I mean, for fuck's sake, what if, for some reason in the world, all motor vehicles, including electric, just decide to go kaput?
So there was an interesting rumor at the playground. If you went here, apparently, at one time, and you had to... Okay, you had...
Did you guys hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
I'm just talking about...
You just moved on, but I was trying to relate to your point. It was like, yeah.
So apparently here, if you went here at a certain time, you could secretly... You have to already activate the Dark World in this moment in Zelda. And what happened is, by going there, apparently, and going underwater there, a certain portal would open up if you had a certain item. By doing that, apparently the game would give you a secret weapon that was only found in Zelda. I've heard this Zelda Axe story, because apparently there's a secret Zelda. There was a reference to Golden Axe in Legend of Zelda. And that was a schoolyard story that I heard a lot back in the day. It was kind of funny. Yes, I got what you're saying.
I'm trying to.
But, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going off of like I'm actually trying to like jog my memory of like what was the video game schoolyard rumors that I had in my day.
You probably had the Halo stuff if I remember correctly, wasn't it?
There was a mention of that one little Easter egg in that mission in Halo 3 where you got the guy in his underwear.
Yeah.
What was another one? There was a lot of fibs about like Call of Duty Nazi zombie maps. Like, oh, if you do this and you knife this one specific area 100 times, you get like the thunder gun. It's like, no, it's a complete lie. And the one video that proves that it exists was modded.
Yeah.
But there was one that was legit. In the campaign, you can get the thunder gun in the original Black Ops, but it's like hyper specific with what you have to do.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, there was also the rumor that well, actually, this wasn't really a schoolyard thing, but the rumor that the plank shield in Bloodborne blocks the frenzy effect. It does not.
No,
it does not. But it's believable. It's you shield your eyes kind of thing. But it's like, no, it was a way to troll people and get them killed.
Yeah. All right, so let's start the Pound of Happiness. Hey guys, guess what? Now I'm the cautious hero.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, in Bloodborne, it's not like Medusa's gaze where you gotta lock eyes. It affects your actual blood because when the frenzy effect procs off, your blood shoots out of you like spikes.
Yep. All right.
It affects the beast blood.
See, this is the one Zelda game I kind of hate that you have to actually like save and quit. I hate the whole save and quit shit. That drives me nuts in these games because I really don't like the fact that I have to save and quit.
Are you like me and like uber paranoid where you'll like overwrite the save file 2 times just to fucking make sure and check the timestamp?
Apparently, I have to do that with SNES 9.
Okay, I'm like that a lot whenever I play games like No Man's Sky, where if my last save was not within 10 seconds, I resave. I'm like stupid paranoid about it.
Yeah, no, we're going in this full tilt, boys, because once we start getting, we got 2 things we're gonna get our hands on right now. Because right now at this point we can get a lot. Like this is us getting the best we can. So there's 2 things we need to get our hands on: max bombs and max arrows. We are going to max out both as fast as we can, and that's the whole point.
What if you make up one entity?
Yep.
You
get the Rambo arrows.
Yeah.
You can make the Rambo arrows in Link's Awakening.
Okay.
If you time your shots perfectly, you can make the Rambo arrows. That's a real thing. So this will be
doing like a trick shot. You throw up the bomb, and right before it lands, your arrow connects.
Yeah. You do a trick shot. You can actually shoot it across the screen. Actually, that's a way to kill a boss real fast if you know what you're doing. You can like wipe out a boss real fucking quick.
That's the cool shit. That's the cool shit in like these older games is learning the technical skill of that. It's like, oh, if you do this, that boss just fucking drops.
Oh yeah, Metroid. There is a trick in the old school Zelda. There's a couple bosses. Bombs make them your bitch. If you can make this thing a little tougher, you can do some real damage, and it's hysterical how much damage, how much shit you can pull off by doing that. And again, like this is all right now about me max skilling at this point, because there's I can't really collect any more not gems, but it's like I can't collect any more certain key items when it comes to heal. Like I don't believe I can get any hearts at this moment, like major hearts. I don't think there's any like hearts in the area I can pick up. So my goal right now is going to be shifting my attention to getting all the other side things. So now that I've got the flippers, my major goal at this moment is to push my my power up and get as much of the main items I can get my hands on, and get as much bows and arrows and bombs as humanly possible. Because there's nothing else in the fucking game at this point I can functionally get that's going to be valuable. At this point, raw dogging fairies is going to be my best option. And it's going to be constantly getting fairies.
You're doing what to the Fae?
You don't need to... I'm not repeating myself. I said what I said. You heard me.
You got my eye on you, mister. All right.
What?
Keep this up. You keep this up. I'm going to tell Morgana's crows about you.
No, I'm not. Hey, man, they love sex, so you can shut up. Secondly,
not from you.
Hey, man, Titania loves.
She's a hussy. That's one thing I learned. If there's anything that Legend of Zelda taught me,
she likes to. Like, let's be honest. She is one of those women, man. It's okay. We all respect her for it. She's a fine lady. Like when she
Close
says,
your legs. Close your legs. Your clam's stanky.
No. Don't insult the matron. Don't insult the matron of fucking midnight, man. Gets fucking all killed here.
You just called her Dame of the Night. Jeez.
Matron of the night. Yes, she is a matron of the night. She's not a maiden of the night. She's a matron of the night. There's a difference. Anyway, she's the mistress. She's the lord. She's one of the ones that runs the thing, man. Don't insult her, man.
You're the one that said it. You're the one that sparked this off. I'm going off of what you said.
Yeah, no, but fairies have been notorious to take human lovers. They actually don't mind that. I guess the problem is they'll all of a sudden want to go back to the Feywild, and that's kind of what happens. And then they'll fucking leave people behind, and they'll leave their fucking kids behind and everyone else behind. It's like, Feywild.
See, at least orcs have standards. All right, they may not be the prettiest girls in the world, but they have standards.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, get over you pricks. Hell, you like to do that. Okay, yeah, I can't do that to these guys. Okay. I hate these things. I hate these likes, or whatever the hell they're called. This is why I miss the Pegasus feathers so much. These are so easy to kill without the... These are so easy to kill. Shit.
Now, in this Legend of Zelda, do you have access to the rope dart to get across gaps and shit?
No, that was another item. You do get the hook shot.
That's what I mean. The rope dart, hook shot, scorpion spear.
Yeah, you get the hook shot. Yes, this is where the hook shot came from. Pegasus boots and hook shot are from this game. Everything else is classic Zelda. Like a lot of the other items are basically classic Zelda. Like the idea of introducing spells, that's classic Zelda. Other stuff, it's classic Zelda.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually killed the thief right from under him. That was actually pretty badass. I caught him while I was jumping back. Fucking great. Okay, that one. Oh shit! I shouldn't have killed that. Oh, I think there's a there it is. Yep. Item. High. Okay. Good. Every once in a while, all I hear from the stream is the because that's the loudest thing that comes in. There, got it.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, every once in a while, yeah, that's what I hear too. Shit, B. Nope, don't want to B. There.
Speaking of bees, it's gonna start becoming that season. Yeah, also D&D, but those are wasps. But yeah, every time spring kicks off, there's always a hornet that sneaks its way into my place and gives me a fucking heart attack.
Bob hates them wasps. It's kind of funny.
I do, absolutely. I'd say I'm not afraid of scorpions. I'm not afraid of, other things that fucking fly, but if you put two in one creature, it's like, no, can't stand it. All right, at that point, you're cheating. You're cheating. They're min-maxing, Chief. It's not fair.
Okay.
You know what that reminds me of? The drows when they are on the back of the spiders.
He doesn't mind spiders. He's not scared of spiders, but wasps.
Oh no, I love spiders. If I see a spider in my house, I'll let him do his work, because that means he's hungry and there's something here for him to eat.
As long as it's not, I don't mind the wolf spiders, but when they're the fucking when they have that little butt with the little star on it, I'm like, yeah, dead. The red butt. It's like, yeah.
Black widows?
Yes, we run into them up here.
Okay, I always thought Black Widows was like...
They're up here, man. You just gotta be careful. I run into them sometimes.
Oh, yeah, we have like really tiny Black Widows over in my neck of the woods, but not the ones that you see in the books that are the size of your hand.
No. I don't want to run into those at all. Like, they bite you once, man, you're dead.
I'll be honest, I think my favorite spider may be, what is it? Is it the Orb Weaver? The Aranea? Or the banana spider? The really big one, but supposedly they're gentle giants. They're also dead afraid of you, and like I noticed spiders really just don't fuck with humans.
No, I get bit. Every once in a while I'll wake up and I get bit by something. It's like, fuck. They crawl in for the warmth.
Yeah. But outside of that is like, if they see how big you are and they see your fucking hand, they're like, ah, fuck, what, fuck?
Yeah.
To where a wasp, a hornet? No, he throws his fucking mitts up and rolls up his goddamn sleeves and says, puck up, bitch. Let's fucking go. You hear the fucking boxing bell as he's hitting you with left, right, jab, uppercut. It's like, fuck.
I know, we get him up here, dude. I know how we get him. That makes it suck. But no,
hey, let me have my comedic moment. Shit. I understand.
It's a chat, dude. Gotta watch the chat. I'm here in the chat. I'm getting the chat there. So, so the next big thing. So I was going to talk about a job. I was going to talk about the granny who did not want to call gas.
Gas?
So, yes, gas. You heard me. Someone just knocked on my door. Hold on. I heard a help.
Talking like, okay, I was going to say, you're talking like natural gas? Gas leak?
Someone's in the door.
Yep. She did not want to call the gas.
Either she farted and didn't say anything about it. I know a lot of old people that do that.
Or she didn't want to go out to go get Shell gas and had him go deliver a gas can.
Thing is, I actually helped a buddy of mine who ran short on gas. Yeah, I helped him bring the gas can over and all that. Filled it up, he paid for it. And...
Makes sense. It's different when it's a friend that's asking you to do it, and if a person that's just calling you up to go, yeah, I need gas.
Yeah, no. It was like, hey Bob, I ran short on fuel. I'm currently walking to your place, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, man.
So here's what happened. So here's what happened.
He mostly needed me because the police were questioning why his vehicle was parked like that. And I was like, no, he just ran out of gas.
So here's what happened here. So it was natural gas. It was the gas that you used to heat your place during the winter. So I get a phone call.
Called it. I got it on the first guess, Nico.
Yeah. So I get a phone call from this lady, and she's like, hi, yeah, I keep having these power things and my power keeps kicking off, and it's like, for some reason, I can't seem to get the power on one side to work. Can you come look at this? This is during the time when I was kind of helping some vets out. And this wasn't a vet, but this was someone through someone, basically, at this point, right? It's one of those scenarios.
Yeah, friend of a friend of a friend.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, okay, well, I can't do anything with your power box that's normal, but if it's just simple breaker stuff that you need some help with, you need down in your basement for me to go look, I'll go look. So I go and look into her basement. And okay, I get to her place. Space heater next to her couch. Space heater next here. Space heater, space heater, space heater.
Oh my goodness, lady.
She had 18 space heaters.
My goodness, are you trying to cook yourself?
And they're all connected to power bars, some of them.
She wants to make an enterprise of heat.
She had 3 space heaters on one power bar running all at the same time.
Granny was the CEO of heating, according to Nico.
Yep.
So I'm like, you really shouldn't do this. This is like super, super dangerous. And she went, what? Why? I'm like, well, you gotta understand, by having this up, you are actually endangering yourself. Like, this can actually turn out to, like, you could die if you're not careful. There's that many here. And she's like, oh, well, I didn't think it would be much of a problem. They're just electric heaters. And I'm like, how much? You know what her electric bill was at the time? You're gonna fucking laugh, Bob.
Oh, goodness. I'm gonna guess. I want to guess, so I want to try to ballpark number. It's like, so normally for like a monthly bill, if you're not going excessive, it's like what, maybe $80. I'm gonna guess Granny was racking up at least $420.
I'll guess 1,000.
700. Fuck. I knew I should have gone higher.
Yeah. $700 this lady was putting herself in.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. I was.
How cold can you get? Just get a sweater.
Well, okay, what was happening is her gas had, she couldn't figure out why her gas wasn't working, and she didn't want to pay to get it fixed because she was worried it was going to cost.
Wow, you're forking over $700 for a month.
Well, that was her fear. It was going to be like $1,000, and it was only for a couple months. She thought it was going to cost way more money. This was her excuse. I'm not lying when I say this. This was her honest excuse. She had said to me, oh, we're going to do this by that. And I'm like, but you're literally putting yourself in danger by doing this. Can I go check what's going on with your heater? So I go and I check. I remove the thing to check the pilot light. The pilot light ain't on. It's not working. She turns the heat on, nothing happens. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, it's just your pilot light. It's not an issue. Like, we can fix this. I said, the first thing I said to her, I can fix this. And she goes, well, what are you going to do? I'm just going to call the place. Well, I don't want to call because it's going to cost me all this money. And I'm like, no, this will cost you less money than what you're paying now. Trust me. And she's like, well, are you sure? It's like, no, I am freaking positive. This will cost you less than what you're paying now.
Wouldn't it be like $50 to $100 normally?
So what happened was they just, for the last 2 years, she was running this electrical insanity that could have set her whole house on fire. And all it cost her was $30 to fix it.
You know, there are times I question, because I understand when you get to a certain age, you know, mental faculties sometimes aren't always there. I get it.
Yeah.
But there are times I think to myself, old people create problems for themselves so they have something to complain about. I swear.
I honestly think that they need more, like, supervision and more help, like, around.
That is true. That is true. That's why you should have your family looking after you as well.
When it was all said and done, I unplugged 18 base heaters.
Good work. You saved that person's life.
18 space heaters. This is starting to remind me when one of my family members almost cooked themselves with those heated blankets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had it on and it singed through the fabric and was actively like cooking them while they were sleeping.
Yep. That's what they're for. They aren't good for anybody. Don't use electric blankets or heated blankets.
That's why it's not good to wake up to the smell of pork.
Yep.
Oh no! What you do is you turn it on before you go to bed, and then you turn it off when you go to bed. That's how you use them. That's how you use them. They're not hard to use. I've explained this to people on more than one occasion. They are super easy to use, people. Super easy. If you know what you're doing, they are not fucking.
Nobody wants to know what they're doing. They just do it and go, it's gonna work. It does its thing.
Yeah, like because I have a space blanket. I use a space blanket every once in a while. I actually have one. I have one under a base sheet right now, and I'll use it, and then I'll turn it off and unplug the fucking thing before I go to bed. That's all I do. I don't fall asleep with it on because I'm asking for trouble if you fall asleep with that fucker on. So
This is the
yeah,
same thing with some of the tablets too. They can burn through sheets if you have a tablet on, and the tablet is what do you call it? Overheating. Yeah. It'll burn your bed.
Oh, I actually a laptop job I did. I saw that happen. I saw a laptop job where I got the laptop, and she's like, "Yeah, I burned it," and then she poured water on it. Damn near almost fried it.
No, never pour water on electronics.
And then
unless it's waterproof.
She couldn't. She almost killed her. It's like, then she electrocuted herself at the same time. So she not only did she fry herself, but she electrocuted herself. So, stupid. That's why I like I said, I know a lot. I've seen it multiple times and just like, what the fuck? I've had many a what the fuck moments, and it's usually with certain people. It's just certain people just don't understand electronics, man.
Yeah, just to help out with that, it is actually not true that waterproofing a object will keep it safe from water. It just means that the tolerance to water, not a actual safeguard from water.
Oh, Nico, what are you talking about? You just put it in a bin of rice. that completely fixes the issue.
I legitimately, I still laugh at the fact that that was a real thing. People on 4chan got people to believe. Like that was actually a legit buyout that people on 4chan did that. A girl did that. Yeah, you smell that? What? It's cook an orc. Orc cooks, but he doesn't cook himself. Okay. No,
that's what I'm here for. I'm the one that roasts him.
It's the same thing with the milk thing when they did the whole thing of milk being racist and all these dummies all into it.
Oh my god.
or my favorite, the OK symbol. That to me is one of my funniest moments with the OK symbol.
Yeah. Then we put on pictures of the president and all the people from NASA and all the people that were in different careers with the OK symbol going up.
Yeah.
So these guys are all racist.
Yeah. So so the funniest thing about that was, like I said, I have some great moments when it comes to stupidity with people, but I've had that. I actually did have someone put rice in a fucking thing, and even though we took the computer apart and cleaned it out, we were still hearing the bits and pieces of rice in it to this day. I still sold it. Oh,
wasn't there a thing where one of the phones you had to drill for the headphone port?
Oh, I remember.
So you had people using power drills to get to the headphone jack that was never there.
I remember that. That was hysterical. Oh, my other was, if you want free internet, use your toilet and put a port line into your toilet, and that'll get you free internet. I remember that.
Oh, there's another one that was akin to blinker fluid. We all know blinker fluid. Love blinker fluid. Love drinking it. But there was one where it's like, oh, the government puts RFID chips in your tires. Cut this part off, and it gets rid of it. And it's like a pair of pliers cutting over the valve where you pump the air into the tire.
Oh yeah, completely destroying the tire. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, oh.
The government can track you by your car. It's like, bro, why would they need to track you by your car when you have your phone?
So true.
Oh god, speaking of chips, there was that one trend where you have like your debit card or your credit card surgically inserted into your wrist. It was like super cyberpunk, like very dystopian.
You know the best part about that? Only 3 idiots got it done to them, and now they have to live with that choice because nobody else took it up.
My question is, what happens when your card expires? You have to get a new chip?
Here's the funny thing. After a while, it will be the plastic will slowly absorb into your skin.
That's true.
It doesn't even help you, man. At that point, so it's just like it's a laugh out loud, funny moment that we are legitimately dealing with. But I have dealt with like I still can't believe that there were that many space heaters in that old lady's house that she was running almost stop to keep her place happy. Like
I'm about to say that was not a habitable space. That was an oven.
The other part that's going to be interesting is
okay. I have 2 space heaters in my apartment. I have one in my bedroom and one in my living room. They're on 2 different breaker lines. There's a reason why. I am not exactly the smartest motherfucker, but I know damn well that I'm going to make it a point that I have a safety when I deal with certain things, and that gives me that safety.
Oh, similar to that switch you find on an electric octopus.
What?
An electric octopus. I don't know what the proper name for them is. It's like you have your outlet, you plug it in, and it's like an entire strip of outlet.
Yeah, power bar. Yeah.
Power bar, okay. I know them as an electric octopus.
Another one that's going to be interesting, too, is seeing how they try to justify the Neuralink thing when that's going to be basically causing brain damage when they have to insert it in.
Bro, I'm just thinking of that one scene in Kingsman.
Yeah. They're hoping for limitless results.
Okay, can I be honest, Nico? I don't think we're gonna have a neural. I don't think we're gonna be the Neuralink thing. But yeah, no, I'm legit. Like I'm about to remove my what's it called? Eventually, I'm gonna remove the thing from my bed, and then I'll probably turn. I got to do a big freaking cleanup anyway. Probably tomorrow will be my big day. I'm gonna look and see if I can.
Yeah, spring cleaning. Make sure you get your spring cleaning in.
Yeah, you know what I hate though? We've had I don't know who keeps doing this, but one of the idiots that drops flyers off, he leaves it on the heater in our like main area. I'm like, buddy, don't put it next to the heater because
that's an arsonist.
Yeah, if that ever runs hot, like I've complained to people and I'm like, please fix this because that is dangerous. I've gotten to the point now when I see that, I just throw all the flyers out. I don't care. Like, don't leave that in the fucking heater, you stupid fucks.
You know they do that just to get under people's skin. They know they can literally just mess around with people.
No, I think somebody's trying to drop some bodies. I'll be real with you.
No, you know
either they are completely ignorant, or they're an arsonist. But yeah, go ahead.
I know what it is. We once had a little kiosk that we put the flyers, and then that kiosk disappeared, and ever since then there's nowhere for them to put it. So it's just like sitting in this one little area because they don't have a kiosk anymore. It's like, fucker, put it on the floor. I don't care. Put it on the garbage.
Rumor has it there's a homeless man walking around town with a kiosk.
No, someone got drunk at the one place I was at. Someone got drunk at this one place, and they destroyed the kiosk. Like,
what an asshole!
Yeah, they kicked the crap out of the kiosk. They got in a big fight with the cops, and they kicked the crap out of the kiosk. Got destroyed.
So why couldn't they be repaired? You guys have duct tape at the place that could have been taken from the corporate building.
No, it was destroyed. Like, I mean, splintered. And then everyone was like, well, because what was happening is they also from like Also, like,
duct tape, you can get it to work.
yeah. Like, also, like I said, I don't care about that. Like, dude, just put it on a grocery cart or something, because the grocery carts are there too. You just throw a fucking phone on the grocery cart. Stop fucking putting it right on the heater. You dumb fuck.
Drunken fist technique, donkey kick.
Well, they're about to get the angry fist technique when I see the guy doing that, because I know it's a grown adult man doing it. It's not a kid anymore, because kids don't do papers anymore. It's grown adult men. I'm gonna see him, and he's gonna get angry neighbor fist. You know, where I'm like, fucking stop doing that, you stupid fuck. Do us a favor, put it right on the garbage can so we can throw it out.
Yep.
It's like, I'm just doing my job. Well, your job isn't putting it on a fucking heater. Like, you know what?
Chief's gonna reenact 300. I'm just a messenger.
This is a basement apartment. I'm gonna kick him down the fucking stairs. Oh, I hate people like this.
You think they normally have a way of doing that where they just go and put them on the side of the door?
Well, no. You know, the funny thing is, someone gets in every once in a while and opens up the thing. You know, so I get a good laugh that someone has actually gotten into the habit of opening that up. So we're not the ones that they need to worry about. So it's like, can you please stop that stupid?
Stuff being poo-brained.
Yep. Okay, I can't stand stupid, man. I can't stand.
To be fair, you can also leave a sign on the door in that room, and just have it say, "If you're bringing flyers, put them on the floor or in somewhere in a specific location.
No,
do not put them."
We could put no flyers on. We could put no flyers and no soliciting on the doors, and just be they're supposed to stop the second you do that. But if they don't, I'm just annoyed by. Look, dude, I actually don't care if someone puts flyers out. That's fine by me. What I do care about, don't put it on the fucking thing.
Don't make Tinder for a fire.
Yeah, because I don't mind. I don't mind suing if my place goes up.
Yep.
Hell, that could also be lapped into a civil suit.
Also, tortious interference with your business.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not exactly a fan of that. So I'm like, buddy, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because, like, the problem is I know that guy, like, we have to sue the company, and I don't like suing companies. And we technically can't sue. It would be the building suing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would it be like conflict of interest?
No, it would be the building. It would be the building, and the building is notorious. Like the building, because I've lived in a couple places, and I don't trust most buildings I live in.
Yeah, they would probably settle immediately, and then
a lot of them will settle. A lot of them will settle for a fix. And it's like, well, no, if they set fire to the place, we should be able to sue you. Emotional distress, buddy. That's how I look at it.
Risk of basically killing everybody that's in the building, so everyone would have a literal
like I said, I saw recently. I was talking to a friend of mine. We were watching a video where this guy kidnapped all these people, and he should be getting like a 23-year sentence. He gets parole in 6 years because they changed the law, and I'm like,
get the fuck out of here.
He kidnapped and sex trafficked the person. At that point, how about you don't give him a 6-year sentence? How about you give him a freaking at least a 15-year sentence for sex trafficking a woman?
To be fair, I would say he deserves a 4 life sentences on top of that, just for that.
Oh, he got
breaking wheel. Breaking wheel.
Yeah.
No, you know what his sentence was? You're gonna laugh. 35 years. He should have got a sentence of 75, to be perfectly honest. And then, like I said, in 6 years he can get parole. And when I heard that, I was just like, no, he doesn't get parole. Don't give him parole. You don't give assholes like that parole. Fuck that shit.
You could do the other route. Drawn and quartered, basically.
Fucking agree.
Breaking wheel. This is why I say it's like, can we back medieval execution? I know we got the joke about the wood chipper.
Yeah. Well, we got like, like I just can't stand that. When I heard that, I was just like, no, you can't be telling me this guy gets off like that. I'm like, no. I'm like, nope. Apparently he's gonna get in 6 years now. He's up for parole, and I'm like, no. How about don't up for parole? And I hate that shit. I hate that you allow someone, dude. He kidnapped a chick, kept her hostage for sure. It was only five. It was only for 5 days, but kept her hostage for 5 days, and then used her as a traffic tool. That should be like 75 years right there. The fact that this guy gets 6 years can go out, get out in 6 years. I'm like, no, just no, just you're fucking done, buddy.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
Yep, that's how I feel about it. I hate the fact that I hate the fact that people will be like, oh, fuck off. I hear that. When I hear someone say that, I'm just like, a part of me just like.
And even if it's the excuse of like, oh, he didn't know any better. Well, if he didn't know any better, why is he here? And also, why is he not in an asylum if he doesn't know better?
Yeah, because there's no reason why he should be unattended to.
No, my mentality at this point is, when I hear someone say that, we should take every person that says that and like, oh, here's your parole guy. It's like, what do you mean here's my parole guy? Well, you believe that you believe people deserve that. How about we give you every parolee that is released on these things and see how long you want these people around.
It's always the people that vote for it that don't have to deal with it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. That's kind of
how you got guys like us who are just stuck in the fucking middle of all of it.
Remember, praise.
I have lived in a place that's all it was this place isn't as bad. I've lived in a couple places where like jail time is a joke. Like they go to jail and they're out a couple hours later.
I mean, that's why we need to bring back the moats. We got to make new towns with moats, so nobody can get in outside of the people that get in through the guard towers.
That's the problem. That's the problem, Nick. A lot of these guys, that's actually how they live. They live in the moat area. That's their benefit. That's the fun of it. They already had the moat area. They're already.
That's why you need. That's why you need like gators, literally in the moats.
They're in that moat.
Hey, that would open up some jobs over in Florida, transferring gators.
Yes.
No, but that's the problem, Neek. It's the people who are voting this crap are the ones that are already living in the moats. They don't see the problems.
Yeah, like in there.
Like I was talking to I remember because I lived in some richer areas. I've had a couple times where I've lived in very rich areas. I've had kids approach me, and I'm like, I am not exactly the nicest looking human being, and I've had kids approach me, huh? Do you want to buy lemonade? I'm like, your parents aren't anywhere around? No, because we're in the rich area, and we don't have to worry about that stuff. And I'm like, no, you do got to worry about crazy motherfuckers. Like, no. Your parents are stupid.
No,
where the hell are your parents?
I won't lie. It is very sweet to have something like that. Like, that is the dream neighborhood, where everybody knows each other, everybody can talk to each other. You don't got to worry about any weirdos.
Yeah. But it is kind of amusing when you think about the fact that, like, no, it's like there's a lot of areas in our world that's just like, really? Like, and I lived in areas where, man, you had if you had a kid like riding his bike, you had a mother or a father with a fucking Rottweiler walking next to him. Like there was a functional difference between A and B, man.
Yeah. There's also now a major uptake on women that have pit bulls, and they're all like making sure they have one.
Yeah. I knew quite a few women that like had dogs, and I'm like, these really aggressive dogs. I'm like, whoa, that is some high level aggression animal you have there. And it's like, it shocked me how many of these people had extremely violent animals. I'm like, fuck me. But no, I've done, like I said, I've done volunteer work and I've lived in other places. I've also, one of the other things I've done quite a few times over the years is I have legit dealt with people in a scenario where they're, I've done work for people where you're like, hey, come to my house and yard work and stuff. And I've had some interesting moments of like where they talk around you and shit. I'm like, really? Really? Really now? You're talking around me, okay? It's like almost like, don't worry about the hired help. And I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I am being treated worse than, like, servant. I've had that happen. I've had people where I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm being treated like this. But it's happened, and I laugh at it, and I'm just like, well, life, man. Fucking life. Oh, went down the wrong stairs. Sorry about that, boys.
How dare you go down the wrong stairs? How very dare you?
So, it looks like we're going to have a day where Gretchen Thunberg, I don't know if she's actually going to go. This will prove my point at Gretchen's a tool. They're decided to make a flotilla. I don't know if we've talked about this yet, but...
Oh, they're going for what, round 3?
They're doing a flotilla to Cuba this time, with oil and supplies and medical supplies to help the Cuban government. I mean, the Cuban people. I couldn't stop laughing at this. Now, a part of me, upon hearing this, my first thought was, okay, now America's done a big block. Like, they've done the biggest blockade America's ever done. We will see if Gretchen Thunberg is everything she says she is and she actually believes in the system. Because if she doesn't show up at that flotilla and she just sends them off, then we know she's fake. If she gets nailed at that flotilla, I'm hoping America cooks. I think America should cook. I think when the arrests happen, send them to Guantanamo Bay and leave them there. I don't know if you guys agree, but I think a month in Guantanamo Bay will serve Gretchen well.
I'll be honest with you, out of all the heroes that you hear about, at least Nelson Mandela spent time in prison. Yep.
No. Here's my thought. Like, if they do it, here's my thing. All right, and the soldiers that arrest Gretchen Thunberg. And I will buy you a beer if she goes to jail.
Shit, I guess it's time for me to re-enlist.
Yeah, you guys will get a beer, a free beer, just because of that. You come to my place, I literally buy you a 6-pack. I'll buy you 2-4 coolers, okay? That's the good shit. 2-4 Canadian. So yeah. I'm like, yep, because nope. I hate, like I said, like most me and my friends are like, we do not like her for the many reasons that we've done volunteer work over the years. So our feeling towards her is, yeah, no. Anybody who's actually helped people and seen how much food and other resources get, people like this will like literally, because they'll sour people on the resources that they get. So we'll have situations where we'll have to deal with the fact that this person's there doing what she's doing. So then we got to deal with the stupidity. We got to deal with the added problems that she creates by letting her do what she does. So yeah, I'm not a fan of her at all. Like, and her waste of charity resources and money. Thank you, but no, I don't like her. So yeah, if someone does that, you have my support. So that's kind of my feeling towards it. So we'll see what happens. Apparently Hassan has made references to it too. So I don't know if Hassan's going to go for it. Okay. Can I be honest? I'll put money down. Let's put a bet down. Anyone want to bet to see if Hassan Piker is actually going to go to this flotilla?
I'm going to say no, but he's going to talk about it.
Oh, he's going to talk about it, but I do not see this man going to the hotel whatsoever. That's my personal feeling.
He likes to be comfortable, not actually going to the places.
Yeah, of course.
That's
my point. Yeah, I'm in full agreement with you, gentlemen. It's like, no, he's just going to talk about it. He's going to sit in his lap of luxury.
Yeah. Like
that's what these people do. They don't actually do any of this shit.
No, Gretchen does. Because Gretchen hasn't woken up that this kid bite her in the butt. Because every time she's been like, it's been like, oh, okay, you're free to go now.
Oh man, hey, don't do that. Don't do that again. Oh no.
I think America would do some. I think America would actually, solve the problem. She's not a minor anymore. Put her in jail for breaking that blockade. So that's my running theory.
If I'm gonna be on a bet with Gretchen, one or two things are gonna happen. Either I think it's unlikely that she's gonna be arrested. I think it's just gonna be deporting back to home country because she's a big name and wealth gets away with a lot of things.
I agree with that. But my theory is this. My active theory is this. I think. Here's my shit. I did it. Crap. I didn't want to do that. Fuck.
And I think the worst thing she's gonna walk away with is like maybe some sneers and insults from the people she's being arrested by. It's like, really?
No, again? I don't think. No. Here's my theory. My thing is, I think with what we have right now with Trump, I could see Trump hit her like hard and like take her to death. I really could see that as an actual active thing.
What's the worst thing she could be slapped with? Eco-terrorism? Especially with what happened in Italy?
Yeah, if you did this to her, no, dude, that's terrorism. That's crossing a blockade.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what are the cases we're looking at so far that we could pin her with if we were to be lawyers or some shit?
It wouldn't be eco-terrorism. I can't remember what the actual charge is, but it's I can't remember. Like you can seriously serve some serious time for what she's planning to do.
Okay, so it's transfer of resources. There is Cuba's a bit of a weird one because
crossing a military, you could technically be an enemy.
I know. Depends if the vessel's marked, identified, how it approaches, all that stuff. Even if they, let's say, break through the blockade, there's a lot of info that goes around. It's like, vessel, what is your name? What is your intentions? Yada, yada, yada. But there's... What's the other thing?
Like I said, she's going to free political prisoners.
My question is how soon is this blockade going to be? Is this going to be in international waters, or is this going to be short-sighted in American waters? Because there's that set distance you got to go for it to be out of a country's waters. So how close are we sticking this blockade, is what I'm saying. So how hard can the law be slapped with?
No, because it is officially an American blockade. America has now blocked them of all resources. Cuba is now completely cleaned out of blockade. Like they've actually.
What I'm saying is the location in the water.
It's surrounded.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It technically they're breaking a blockade. The second they start heading towards Cuba, because they've already made their intent. Remember, it's intent to commit a crime. The second you get on that boat, you effectively commit a crime. America could just arrest them right when they.
I know. I gotcha. But location also plays a part. Is it international waters or is it American waters where they're getting caught?
To be fair, they can literally just end at the port.
It's one thing to rob a bank and speed down the highway. It's another thing if you go into a fucking residential area.
No, Bob. It's different when you're dealing with a military blockade.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, because I'm not denying the fact that that's there.
Yeah.
I am counting for the added effect of national or international waters. Because that also has an effect in maritime law.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter because it's an American military blockade, so it falls under the same rules regardless. When you pass a blockade, not only can you be arrested, but you can be tried as a war criminal. There's like a lot of stuff, like there's a lot of things that can happen. Like you technically be considered.
But now you're looking at it, right? You get what I'm saying, where you're looking at the little nitty gritties, because yeah, we already know it's gonna fucking go down. I just want to know how big the rap sheet is.
I think, like I said, I hate to say it. At this point, I know. So here's my problem. I know key people are going to complain. Key people are going to be like,
oh yeah, maybe what are her parents over in like Netherlands or some shit?
No, Sweden. They're going to complain. They're going to complain. She's going to say, I'm a victim of crime, and blah 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 blah. We know she's done it before, but the game plan is if you're going to deal the damage. I think she goes to jail. I think they try her and they leave her in jail and they put her in the big pook house for a couple months. Let her sit there and stew, and then you put her in. I'm actually an avid believer. Put her in Guantanamo Bay because she is now a criminal. She's now a military criminal, and throw her in with the terrorists, and we'll see very quickly how she changes her mind.
I really need to dust up my knowledge on UCMJ and maritime law.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm not a lawyer, but it is good to educate yourself on certain things. That is my PSA for people.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, she doesn't care because again, they're just going to let her out. Like that's the thought. Like
that's the part that stinks.
Yeah, that's the part. At this point, though, like I said, because of her multiple criminal charges, her eco-terrorism, all sorts of stuff, fucking put her away for 10 years. You could, out of all her eco-terrorism, chart it up like they did with other individuals like Maduro, and fucking throw away the key.
Yeah, but I'd say outside of peer pressure, what could they do? Because here's the thing: I can understand certain European countries because they'd fall in like NATO and EU. But who do you think enforces said laws? It's not the Europeans.
No. It ends badly for her if this goes that way. And I'm actually of an avid believer. I'm kind of hoping it does go that way because it's like,
yeah. Which is why I always find it funny whenever what is it? Anybody from Europe says, America, how dare you do this? And it's like, okay, so what are you going to do about it? Where are your guard dogs?
Yeah. No, I'm not. That's the thing. I actually believe, like I said, I think.
Yeah, it's nothing against you. Sorry, I just went on a tangent about that.
Yeah, but I don't, to me, as far as I'm concerned, by the way, we just now got the Master Sword. I hope that this stuff just stalls out. But I really do believe we need to. It just needs this.
We need to can that sardine.
Yeah, it needs to stop. Like as far as I'm concerned, and like I said, this is the same person who's like, "Oh, just stop oil, just stop oil."
Meanwhile, you transport oil.
I'm like, dude. Not only that, she's not certified to transport oil. Not only that, if that gets damaged,
or you try to do a big dum-dum and try to offload your cargo in water. Yep. Oh, you in trouble. You in trouble.
Oh no,
which is also really fucking bitter when you think about it. Is like you're protesting just stop oil to stop oil from going in the water, but in a panic, let's say she offloads the cargo to try and hide evidence. Well, you just put oil in the water. You poisoned wildlife.
I know, like I said, I hate this person. I see everything that you've just said. I hate this person, and I don't use the word hate like casually. Like that's like I don't wish ill will on most people. Like I couldn't give a fuck about 90% of people. It's like people that fuck with me and fuck with my life. Then I'm like, okay, I don't like you. And she's one of these individuals that fucks with me personally because of the things that she does. Like that actually fucks with me a little bit because it's because I keep thinking about the fact how often. See, here's my thing. When I did a lot of my charity work over the years, I keep thinking about the fact that someone like her is sitting there making making money off like this stuff, and she does. She makes a lot of money. She goes to different groups. They pay her to show up. Oh, it's Gretchen Thunberg, and they'll pay her to do a couple things, and they'll get her like, oh, she's at a university speaking today. It's Gretchen Thunberg, and she gets money for doing this, and she gets money for this crap. And I keep thinking,
it really is. It's like, hey, don't you love our little darling? But
yeah.
No, she's kind of stinky.
Yeah, no, and she makes this money off this. And then does that go to charity? Does that actually go to charity? See, that's the thing. If it went to charity, I would actually be less angry. If it went to charity. I know that when she shows up to something, I would put money on it. When she shows up, like I think when she went to the whole Palestine stuff, I put money on it. All that was her getting. She got paid. She got paid. Fucking put money on that shit right now. And that drives me nuts as a person. That like, and because I know it doesn't go to charity, it goes right into her pocketbook. Like, you don't get it just, you don't get the rich. Like, so to me, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, no, I hate her. I hate her for that. I'm like, just to me, that's just like, no, you don't believe in anything you're doing. You're fake. And I hate the level of fake.
She's a big fat phony.
You know, the funny thing is, I'm less. The sad thing is, and here's the amusing thing. I believe there's a level of fakeness to every human being. Even me talking about shit. Oh yeah, there's even a level of fakeness to my nappy ass. We all have that thing that we're all kind of.
Yeah, I'm completely different in public. I shut down in public. I am not this bold.
yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. Everyone has their own personas. Like, most of the time, I'm a nice person. I'm generally just, hi, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. In the back of my head, I'm like, go fuck yourself.
That's how I was when I was a teenager. Yeah. But when I go out in public, outside of like the social awkwardness of it, most of the time I wish well on everybody. You know, I just greet them with a smile. Eye contact's kind of a bit difficult at times. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. But I'm one of those guys where I'm like, okay, whatever, go fuck yourself. You know, that's literally my mentality for 90% of my life. It's okay, whatever, go fuck yourself. And that's just who I am. If I get to know you, then the go fuck yourself disappears. It's like, oh, it's that guy. That's who I am. That's always who I am. If I'm one of those guys that, like, I'm an outspoken loudmouth motherfucker, and I've always been that outspoken loudmouth motherfucker. I don't deny that. Like, I've outright told people on many occasions, I'm a prick. And 80% of the time, I will stay a prick. I have no problem being a prick. So for me, when I talk to people and I hang out with people, I do stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm a prick. I understand I'm a prick. I get it. It's just who I am. Just deal, okay? It's just what I do, when I do, how I do stuff. I don't do it to hurt anybody. I'm just a little bit of a prick. And I'm abrasive. I'm very abrasive when I talk to people.
Yeah.
I'm open to people.
Most of the time, if I'm going out, I'm similar to you, where it's like, hey man, I'm just trying to do my shopping. Yeah, I'll do an elevator conversation maybe with one person, and then it's like, yeah, okay, can you move along, please? But I don't want to be rude, you know?
Yeah. But in the back of my brain, I'm just like, yeah, okay, you know, that's who I am. I just don't want to waste my time. Like, I talk to the doctors. I'm nice to everybody. But to me, it's just like this level of, I also don't trust anybody. I'm kind of like that guy where I'm like, how are you going to fuck me today, society? That's how I look at it. So it's like, is it going to be a mild fucking, or is it just going to be like a small fucking? That's kind of how I look at stuff. You know, like, and that's just not me being mean. It's just who I am, and I know who I am. I like, and people need to be that way. Some people are like that. There's nothing wrong with being that way. It's just like, you got to be cautious. I'm very cautious. That's the best way to put it. And that's okay to be cautious, right? Like everyone knows.
I always prefer the guy who's honest and humble over the guy that gloats. Yeah.
And people gloat. People do. Like, I love, like I said, the food thing. I love showing people the food thing. That's actually fun. Like, to me, that's fun. That's part of the channel. It was something that wasn't going to be part of the channel at one time, but I'm like, I love fucking doing this food stuff. This food stuff's awesome. Like, I get to I get to hang out with people. Yeah, it works for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I get to eat good food and I get to fucking do that. Sure. Okay. Works
Can
for
I
me.
make a video suggestion?
Yep.
Can you attempt to make chiffer?
What's chiffer?
Chiffer is that gulag tea that they made in Russia. Extremely strong. It's where you take black tea, usually 4 to 5 tablespoons of it, and then you boil it to activate the caffeine.
Yeah. I know what it is. No, I don't like the taste of it. No, I don't like the taste of it. Like, but I enjoy making quick meals. I enjoy having fun doing small little things. Like I'm gonna make up some taco. I'm gonna make a big taco salad maybe tomorrow. We'll see if we're gonna be doing tacos tomorrow, maybe the next day. I like doing that. To me, like I said, the channel's a pop culture channel. That's what this is, and it's like a little bit of everything. That's kind of how I like doing it. Like when I envision this channel, it's some guy talking about stuff, like just shooting the shit, talking to everybody. Talking about video games, anime, all the fun that we want to talk about, and then they just kind of move on to the next thing.
Like Greta Thunberg.
No.
Her hijinks.
No, her hijinks. Yeah, like her hijinks. Like that's me. That's us just having fun, talking, shooting the shit, and having a conversation about the stupid shit that people do. So let's get our first magic spell, boys. Bam! First magic spell.
I don't know why Iron Maiden's playing in my head right now. The evil that men do.
So that's my fun. I like level of that. That's what this channel is. This channel's that idea of, okay, then someone goes and makes dinner. That hanging out with the lads. That's kind of how I wanted to do this. Yeah. Like at first, it was just going to be me doing the comic stuff, and that was it. And it's like, no, we'll bring Bob on, we'll bring Nico. If DJ wants to pop on, Aris wants to pop on. Hey, come on, boys. We're going to have some fun tonight. Let's get this shit off the road. Let's all have a blast. Let's all enjoy the night, and that's kind of what I try to do. I
remember you reminded me the other day how apprehensive I was to doing the live stream stuff, and now I love it. In fact, I look forward to it.
Yeah, exactly, and it's fun. It's like I said, when you asked you wanted to do more on the channel. Okay, well, I'll set you up with some research stuff. Fuck, we got lots to talk about, and it's like we can always have more information. It's not like it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt the channel. And again, I'm still going to do the food stuff on the side because that's what I picture. I picture like hanging out with the lads, doing something fun, and having a blast. That should be the way things are. That actually should be how everything is, like that should be YouTube in a nutshell,
Yeah, it's in the name, you.
Yep, exactly. And I'm not against, like, some people are like, ooh, yeah, come on, really? You got that big of a bug up your ass over this shit? Come on. Like, I don't like that the algorithm picks and chooses its poison. I'm not a fan of that, but that's my only real complaint.
And it's like discrimination that just skirts the line. So you can't sue them, but it's happening.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's not horrible because again, I've been seeing a lot more Canadian people getting my stuff, and I'm actually happy about that, being a Canadian. But it's like I have Americans on the channel too, so it should be a good split between. At least it's not like the original channel. The channel had nothing but Brazilians on for the longest time.
That's from my mind.
They must have really liked your stuff.
Hey, and it's nothing against Brazilians, but we had a lot of Brazilians on, and it's like that didn't make a lick of sense to me. And I'm like, oh wait, VPN.
Yeah. That's what happened with me with the Philippines. I had tons and tons of viewers from the Philippines, and I had no understanding of why it was like that.
Yeah, we get one Filipino here every once in a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to wait for the late night. We got to go until like 10 or 11 o'clock, then the person will show up.
Yeah.
But no, I like that, but I find it always funny that here we are, like, now in a society where it's like, yeah, I kind of want more of people doing this. Like, I think this is a blast. I think there should be more people having fun like this and doing stuff online. Like this should be what internet should be. You know, like it's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, just relaxing, not trying to draw up drama or fights between each other, kind of thing.
Oh, we're gonna talk shit. Everyone talks shit. Like
yeah, but I mean, like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like psychosis shit, where they're trying to basically use the chats or use the actual.
I know what you're saying. I was gonna cut in and say it's like, no, let's bring back Xbox 360 Modern Warfare 2 lobbies.
Yeah,
I mean, shit talking I want.
I mean, straightforward. I don't want to see somebody doing some fucking shady shit.
Yeah,
where they're, like,
I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that because that was annoying. I was sick and tired of hearing kids screaming their fucking heads up.
I'll be real with you. At least the guys were honest.
Yeah.
I hated that shit. I hated that shit because it wasn't honest at all. It's like, oh, I'm a hacker brother to go fucking find your account and blah 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 blah. I was like, fuck off.
It's like the old phrase. Never forget the old phrase. My dad runs Xbox. My dad runs this. My dad works for that.
Oh yeah.
I hate that.
Okay, fair enough. I retract my statement. Never mind. Delay my last.
Yeah. Because that shit was so annoying. Like, especially because it was like, kids just screaming about everything. It was like it was non-stop screaming. Fuck, I did catch it. It was that like endless yelling and like fuck off. Like I had my time was on World of Tanks. Good example is World of Tanks. I was on World of Tanks, and I remember thinking to myself after half an hour being on World of Tanks, I am never going to play World of Tanks ever again. That was the end result of this, because I was so sick and tired of this. I blew this kid's tank up, and all I could hear was screaming in the chat and him calling me all these names. I'm going to rip off your dick and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, buddy, I don't care.
That sounds like a CSGO lobby.
It was a slow...
No, I'm about to say no. In CSGO, they'd be speaking Russian.
No, most of them speak English.
I heard a lot of Russian. That was the other thing. I heard like non-stop Russian. They couldn't stop.
I'll be real with you. World of Tanks is the worst of the two tank games. All right, just play War Thunder.
Yeah,
because at least when you shoot something, it drops if you shoot it right. World of Tanks has a fucking health bar system. Like, get the fuck out of here.
No, I remember that. I remember that was having a good laugh at how many times I had because this guy speaking to me in Russian. It's like, God, and just every once in a while you'd hear "Got the bitch" in Russian. "Got the bitch." Fucker's dead. Fuck you, and you'd hear this constant "fuck you, this, fuck that." It's like, okay, man, I gotcha. Sure. And the worst. Oh God, the worst. Call of Duty servers. Holy freaking hell! Now I am a guy who swears a lot, and that doesn't make the algorithm nice to me. But I am a man who I'm a man that likes to add a little spice to my wording. I guess is the way the video game was, the way that manga used to put it. Oh, he likes to put spice to what he says. Or no, that was SpongeBob. Old school SpongeBob. We like to put spice on our food. Yeah, I put a lot of spice on my food. I don't deny I put some spice in there. And that's fine. Like, everyone's allowed a little tiny smidge of spice.
Yeah, the British have the best insults.
Yeah.
They're like non-insults, but they are clearly insults. It's some of the best.
Yeah. But I remember...
It's like, why am I offended by a man being polite? It's a masterful art.
Yeah, no, the level of spiciness that some of these kids would be screaming and swearing at me. And it's like, what? Well, the person was screaming, and the person was so angry that like it was just this level of angry. Like, my friend's kid did that. Like, he was angry at his dad because his dad told him to get to dinner. And his dad was like, really? Okay, say goodbye to your Xbox, you fucking punk. And he kept his Xbox. And he never got his Xbox back. He kept his Xbox. And it's like, yeah, you get rid of the kid's Xbox at that point. I'm in total fucking agreement. Buy Xbox, never see it again. You tell your dad to go. And he had a spaz attack. He had a freaking spaz attack. Again, it wasn't as bad as my one friend and his daughter with the tablet. that was next level.
That was nightmare fuel.
That was next goddamn level. I was floored by that level of aggression.
But you know where that's from, right? That's from growing up heavily connected to screens and not actually connected to the parents and not bonding with them. So that regulation's gone.
It was aggression. It was almost violent. Like, to the point that I was actually wondering if she was actually going to, like, you might want to lock your door when you go to bed tonight. Like, that was my mentality. Like, I was like, oh yeah, like, it was wild. Like, it was rabid animal. And I was shocked. And this was a child, man. Holy fuck. This was
Remember, never give between a child and a stuffed animal. But when you replace the stuffed animal with a tablet, an Xbox controller, or one of these other things,
you give them a new parent.
You give them, you basically assigned them a new parent and basically said,
it was wild. It was a wild thing. I've never seen that before.
Wasn't there, what is Black Mirror defined as a show? What do you call those? Not an anagram.
I would say it's the same thing as the Twilight Zone, or...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you call those types of shows? What are they called?
I know what they're called. Shit. Chad, help us out. If there's anyone in chat that remembers what they're called, they're anthology.
Anthologies.
Yeah.
Anthologies. I remember there was an anthology of, like, a robot nanny or something. And it was supposed to, kind of play on the fact that we're giving iPads to kids. So this robot nanny effectively became the proper parent. Yeah. And the kid looked at the machine as their parent.
Yeah.
And I think there was also a study. Yeah, there was also a study with, like, chimpanzees. Where they had, what is it, like... there was a mother, and then there was, like, the wire mother, or something like that. It's like the wire mother was supposed to be the cold side, but it produced a needed resource, like food or baby formula, basically, for the chimp. But immediately, once the chimp got what it needed, it went back to the comfortable mother, which was, like, the same thing, but with a blanket.
Yeah. Yeah, Black Mirror, but what's that called? That was anthology, but it actually has
Anthologies.
a name. Yeah,
that's the name I'm looking for. It was Anthology.
No, I know, but that actually has a name, like those Twilight shows and stuff. Like, because X-Files had the name. It wasn't sci-fi. It was something else.
Alternate reality.
Yeah, but mystery. You could say mystery, but it had a name. It actually had mystery something. I just can't remember what it was called. Like, it actually had its own term, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, what comes to my mind would be Mystery Science Theater, but that wouldn't be correct.
No, I think that is this the guy that you can use magic powder on? I remember. I think this is the guy you can actually cheese with magic powder, if I remember correctly. We'll see now.
That is interesting how studies done with chimps can also be related to humans, because no matter what, we're not escaping that they are our closest relatives.
Yep. Okay, it's this stupid guy. All right, it should take too long. Okay. Ow. Yeah, he's being a bastard. I hate this guy because this guy's annoying. This actually take a couple seconds of comprehension here.
Okay, so I got the name for you. It's a speculative moral parable.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember the actual term. It actually had a name. Thank you. But no, it just made me laugh because I think people like this don't really understand how I was floored at how angry his daughter got over that. Like, it was like, wow. Like, I got mad when my mom took away my Nintendo. I got mad when my mom took away stuff like that, but I never got to the point where I was frothing violently mad.
That's the thing, though. We grew up later on with it, with technology showing up after, and we weren't heavily, like, indoctrinated into it, so we weren't, like, this like level of TikTok like influence as well as YouTube
Well,
influencers.
even the no TV didn't affect me as bad. Okay,
I
you can't
did
watch.
see a video today talking about that, the difference between like early and late Gen Z, because there is a divide based on the technology.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chief. Sorry, I just wanted to put that little smidge in there.
To be fair, it's a different. It's like almost the level of caveman versus really like adaptive.
It really is. It's like trying to compare 1940s technology to like 1960s.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or rather, like 1980s. You get the point I'm making. Like early Gen Z, what they had? They had like the iPod. That all it did was play music.
We had the Zoom.
Eminem.
We had...
Yeah. Hot Topic was fucking everything.
Yeah.
So you go there. Eminem was the big artist. The movie of the time was like The Matrix and was it Tokyo Drift? No, was it Tokyo Drift? No.
Yeah, it was Tokyo Drift. Then there was also
Tokyo Drift.
others.
Yeah. But yeah, you get the point where like early 2000s was still heavily affected by the 90s. And the after effect of that. And then like the later Gen Z is like that's when you get your TikTok and all that crazy shit.
I got a friend of mine's kid. That's all she did for like 6. Like we used to play D&D. He'd bring her daughter, and her daughter would like that's it, just sit on TikTok for the entire day. And I'm just watching, and like here we are playing D&D for almost 8 hours, and her daughter's just on. I'm like, really? Like that's all she's gonna do today? She's not gonna like, she's not like how about we let her make a character for Dungeons and Dragons? Oh, she really doesn't like D&D. So I'm like, okay. And so the little kid just sat there for the entire time on TikTok, just brain.
Yep.
I'll be real with you. I think the first proper game system I had that wasn't a plug-and-play system was probably when I was around like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
The thing I was going to point out too is with my nephew, I had a conversation with him like today. It was pretty interesting because we were talking about the whole thing about how YouTube and everything like that is not a reliable source and find out information on things.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. How do you think I found out about hobby playtime? How did you think I found out about this stuff? Because of YouTube.
Oh my god.
And I'm sitting there like, no. I'm saying that this is not about that. This is about the issue with it. And he's like, no. It's good. It has good information. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. These are all people that are on the internet. They're doing their own thing.
Dude, I've even talked. I was looking at the AI stuff. I could actually have an AI girl do a voice for me, and I can just have imagery pop up of key things. Like I can make small imagery and have her talk over my small imagery and stuff, and it can be completely AI. And it's like the girl, like, hi, I'm this girl, and oh my goodness, I did this and this and this. I did that for a quick thing. I was actually going to do that. I might do that. I might show the differences between these. And this was basically YouTube letting me do this. I wasn't playing the program. The program was like legit there as it was active. So I was like, wow, this was shockingly easy to make. And like the girl had the voice, she had the thing, she had the aneurysms and stuff. And there's nothing again, I'm not a complete hater.
Aneurysms?
Like Yes, actually, while I was talking, I was talking about Renegade, and I was testing it out because I want to test this out for my own personal, see exactly how this thing works. So the actual voice was like, do you guys remember the show Renegade? Well, the show Renegade, I remember like that was the first time I ever saw the spin kick, and the spin kick, I spun around and went, what the? I was like, I did that, and it actually did this what the voice. It actually did the
mannerisms, yeah.
Yeah, it actually did it. Like, and I was like, whoa, that's kind of fucking crazy, because that floored me in a lot of ways. That I could make an entire YouTube video using the AI voice that they give you for free, and that is wild in my personal opinion. Oh, I don't have enough rupees. I'm off by like 50 rupees. Shit. Oh well, no big deal.
Yep, that's how they work.
Sorry, Link, I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little richer.
I'm actually getting there now, so it's not a big deal. I'm just grabbing stuff as I'm traveling because we're going through the zones. But no, it floored me how easy it was for this to actually register stuff. It was like, wow, this is pretty easy. It picked it all up, and I was like, just, okay, well, that's something new I got to worry about. And I was actually thinking about doing a couple of those videos, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, nah, I already do the cooking videos. I don't think I need to do the AI videos. But I was even thinking about that. I could make a narration of like the AI video voice while I'm making food. And I could do that. And that's crazy that I actually could pull that off. And it would let me do it with no problem at all. Wild we live in an era, man. Do we ever live in an era? Oh, there we go. It's like, the fish is like, what'd you do, disturb me? Here, give me that. Okay, thank you for the quake spell. I needed that, appreciate it. Now, I can't remember if this is where the waterfall is. I think, was there a waterfall over here? I can't remember. No, I don't think there is. Okay, we can just move on. But no, it was wild that, like, some of the stuff you can do with the AI. I screw around with it on occasion, like, again, when we did our Stephen Colbert poem, I used AI to do that just to test it out. I was like, yeah, it did a pretty good job. Wasn't great, but wasn't horrible. So that's the fun of AI, man, nowadays. But no, another thing, I remember I was talking to a buddy of mine about Best Buy, and he actually saw this happen. He was working there at the time, and the kid got mad because the mother couldn't afford the Apple thing. He snapped and knocked over a bunch of tablets.
Oh no.
Yeah, he knocked over about 10 tablets. These are what I want, as he smashes 10 tablets on the freaking ground. And he said, the funny thing is, he looked at it like he was looking at it mortified. The other girl that was working there was like, God, like what the hell? His boss was like, well, that's about $6,000 that your son owes us now. And I'm like, oh boy, howdy, would I have lost my shit if that was.
As one of those moments, it's never too early for an abortion.
Oh, at that point, I would have been in hell mode. Like, there would have been a level of my brain that would just be like, I'm not trying to be nasty, but the back of my brain, it would have been, because $5,000, and you're not. And, you know, they weren't letting her go until she signed the check. I'm like, oh, my Lord. It's like, well, now you got to take out a small mortgage. Congratulations, kid. You're not getting any birthday presents for the rest of your life.
That's even if you're alive.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Like, well, you know what he you know what my friend suggested? You know what you should do to your son? Sure, now he just broke a bunch of these because you knocked him on the floor. Here's what I suggest you do. He actually offered her a suggestion. The suggestion was simple. He has to pay, you got the check, he has to take a job tomorrow. Put him work. That was his answer to her. I don't know if she ever did, but I hope she did. I actually hope she actually did put that kid to work. And he worked like a rented mule. That's my hope and dream here, boys, that kid got a rented mule situation where he's like, fuck, for the next 2 years I'm working here. Because that's only fair, right, boys? Like everybody else agree with that? That's fair? Yeah. All right, guys, I think we are on our way out. I think it's almost time here. I'm just going to do a quick a quick teleport and get my item here that's over here, and then we're going to save the game and we're going to quit. Because we have gotten till 10. I don't know if anyone's on right now. I haven't seen anyone register on my link, so we're gonna get this right here because now we can get this, and we're gonna leave the dark realm for a second so I can go get some fairy pieces, and then we're gonna save and exit, and then we'll move on from there. I think we made a good headway. I think we got so far in the game. It's like, yeah, I think we're at that point where we can say, yeah, we're good. Unfortunately, I don't have any fairy pieces for the fairy here, but that's fine. But we do need bottles. We do need some fairies because we're out of resources again. It's always good to keep one fairy on you at least. I know it sounds weird to say that, but yeah, it's always good to keep one fairy on you. All right. So that is Throwback Thursday. We will see you guys next for Monday Madness. Will be the next big one on the list. I'd like to thank everybody who listened in. After dinner, I'm going to drive to. Okay, cool. All right, boys. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you liked it. Like, subscribe, share these out. We need people. We are at 412. We want to get to 500 so we can start getting some fun here, boys. And we will see you for Monday Madness. Have yourselves a very, very good night. Talk to you guys later.